Yo, Shamsi, how are you doing today?
I'm good, actually. How are you?
I'm alright. How was your day? What did you get up to?
Oh God, I've been up too sleepy. I'm very tired. I have a test tomorrow, so I have to study. Oh,
You have a class tomorrow. Where are you studying?
a test.
You have a test tomorrow.
I'm currently located in Eastern Cape, the University of Eastern Cape, Walter Sisulu University, and yeah, it's a lot.
How's it going though?
Terrible, not gonna lie. Very terrible.
What are you studying?
I'm always tired. I'm doing applied statistical science.
Applied statistical science. Oh, okay. That's for. Oh, by the way, I
Yeah.
heard that's for the smart people. Oh, well done. You made it to the list.
It's not for smart people. It's for I don't know what people can even do that.
I heard it's
Yo,
for smart people.
if
What
you
do you
know
mean
you're
you don't know what?
dedicated, you can just go do it. What?
I heard it's for smart people. What do you mean you don't know what kind of people do that? You're doing it.
Because everyone in my course is complaining about it.
Oh, well, that's what happens. Even if you were studying Even if you were in high school, were you not complaining when you were in high school as well? Like your work is too much. It's so it's in the
Oh
face.
no, high school was my favorite years.
So you say,
I never
but
used
while
to
you were
complain
there,
in
it
high
wasn't
school.
as fun. Don't lie. While you were in high school, as fun
Yeah,
as
it
it
was
was, you
not
always thought,
as fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, but it wasn't hard. Like, I never used to complain like other kids when they used to complain. I used to be only complaining about the school hours and mathematics, but the rest, man, it's just baby things.
I see.
I'm an audio student, so if I pay attention in class, there's no need for me to actually study. Well, there
Seriously,
is a
that's
little
that's
need
nice. That's
to
a
just
good.
remind myself, but
That's really good to know, hey. Not yeah. There are some people who are like that, and they are very yeah. It's a very good thing. Very good thing. However, the challenge would not be
I find it that
the challenge now is the fact that we don't have classes no more because of COVID and everything. Classes have moved online. People have to study on their own. You know, there was a time where
oh,
so you would
we
have really
actually
really thrived if you were in university before 2020.
yes, I think so.
But anyway,
I
you can
would
get a
have.
private class. You can
But
always get
it's
a
not,
private
it's
class.
different with mathematics.
Is it?
It's expensive. I'm not rich.
You think so?
Yeah, it's expensive. I'm not really rich, so
Who is rich? Who do you know that is rich? Name two people you know in your cycle that is rich.
well, I know a lot of them. Well, some of them they're not rich, but they have money, and rich. Sometimes rich people hate being called rich because they feel like they're not. But they're rich because they can afford these things that normal people cannot afford.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they
That's
cry
correct.
about it. Like, you hear when a person cries about their problems, and money is never there. Like, even they complain, they're literally eating something that I can't even afford. But it's people. What can you say about people?
So the reason why I asked you to tell me if to tell me who you know that is rich is because when you said you're not rich, I'm saying even rich people don't want to say they don't want to admit that they are rich as well. So nobody admits that they are rich. That's why I said to you, tell me who you know is rich. You know.
Yeah, but there are signs. Like, you may not admit that you're rich, but there is always signs, and we can always see. The fact that I travel with a bus and you travel with the aeroplane has to say something about you. Like, I can't
No,
even afford
it's
airplanes. Although you'll be like, but they're the same prices. Same prices where?
But
Where have
also,
you
it's the
seen an
destination
aeroplane for
that
400
matters.
rand?
It's the destination. What if you're not in a
Exactly,
hurry?
we're going to the same place.
But you're not in a hurry. They are in a hurry, so
I am
that's why
always in a hurry to get home.
if you were in a hurry, you would have gotten a plane
No,
as
they're not
well.
in
You're
a
not in
hurry.
a
They
hurry.
just want to go home.
Are you sure? King
I
Soul, how
don't
are you?
even look at planes because I feel like they're expensive.
Good evening. Thank you. And how are you, panelists?
We're good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We're just having a chat, and I'm just having a chat with Shemze and random chat as well. We haven't started what's on the board. We're still tapping. We're still liking to get more people in. But I'd like people to come share with us what they think, how they consider cheating, what they consider flirting, and what. I'd like to hear from everybody. Those who are there in the comments, feel free to come up. Let's have a chat as well. RT, you're welcome again. It's been a while. So yes, maybe I should start with you, Shemzi. Would you consider flirting in the relationship cheating?
Ah, God, this depends. But yes, I would consider it cheating. Reasons being, like, come on, like, why are you flirting with other people? Like, it's like you tempting them to do, like, flirting is a temptation, right? You're tempting that person and you're stringing them along. You understand? And then obviously it's not gonna end there because men don't know how to control their urges, and some
Oh,
women
you
also
think
do
so
not know
now?
how
You
to
think
control their
so?
urges.
You're
In the
starting. You
sense
think
that
so?
some men, well, most men, yes, I think so. It is cheating because it leads to cheating. You
So
know,
flirting is cheating.
so it has to be considered cheating. Yes, it is. Why are you going around cheating, flirting with other people? What? I'm not enough for you.
So what do you
If I may
consider as
just ask,
flirting?
like, that's
What do you consider as flirting?
flirting, talking to another woman. Okay, me, I consider flirting when you're talking to another woman sexually, asking her about things that you would not do with with your friend, or, like, let me say, my sister, whatever, or my friends, that when you feel that this is wrong, that is flirting. Like being too friendly, it's flirting. Like, don't be too friendly. What's wrong
So
with you?
if let's say I'm here with my
But Jabal,
partner
the
now.
constant checking ups on someone who doesn't even care about you, that is very much flirting.
So let's assume I'm here with my partner now, and you and I are talking over the phone on this live, and she's here, and I'm like, "Oh, Shamsi, my darling, what were you saying? Is that flirting?"
Yes, why are you calling me your darling? Like,
But you are.
you know my name, but I have a
Shamsi,
name.
my
How do
baby
you
is
think
a
you're... Okay,
flirting.
wait, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Calling people sweet names, it's totally flirting.
Sure. Since when?
Since
Since
forever.
when?
It leads
Since
to
when?
cheating. Even if you're not going to cheat,
Since when? I don't get it. Okay, wait. I'll come back to you. Why you're still thinking about that, King Zod?
Yeah.
What do you consider as flirting in a relationship, and do you consider them cheating?
Is the word
Good evening, sir.
cheating? Is the
Oh,
word
Auntie, how are you, my brother?
okay? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
King Zod. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thanks. Is the word cheating? And is it from an African origin or is something else?
Cheating is
Does,
cheating. I don't know this African contest of cheating.
does
You
it
guys,
belong to Africa? The word cheating.
this African thing of you saying African men don't cheat.
You
Bruh,
know why?
cheating is
Yes,
cheating.
you know why I said it, because I see down there you said it's polygamy cheating.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. For now, let's start with flirting. Because all these things start with flirting. By the time you get
It
one
would
and you still
be
flirt.
it would be interesting after we had all the discussions. Maybe we find a real answer. But the question is, if you have someone that you are seeing full time, say you're married or you've got someone who's your fiance or your stay-in lover, why would you want to speak to others about things that you should be speaking to the partner that you are with?
So King Soul, I gave Shamsi an example now. Let's assume we're talking right now. Shamsi and I are talking, and like I said, my partner is here, for example, and I go, "Oh, Shamsi, my love, did you say that you were here yesterday during the live?" I mean, I just called her my love, right? Would that be cheating? Would that be
No,
flirting? Flirting, by the way.
no, it's not. It's not. I mean, calling someone my darling,
Yes.
sweetheart, I don't know, but it depends on how she received it. But from me, I wouldn't take it that way. Even if, let's say, it was a woman saying, "Hi, King Saul's darling, I heard you at another live yesterday, so and so." I wouldn't consider it cheating. I mean, flirting. But I know that my partner won't be happy if she can hear that conversation. It depends on how someone receives it. Me, I
So
would
how?
just take it
Okay,
because
I'll come
I'm
back
not
to you, but
emotionally
I have one
attached.
final question for you. How would you react if Shamsi right now says, "Oh, King Zo, my love, I saw you yesterday on another live, and you were saying one, two, and he calls you that way"? How would you react?
Hi, Shinz, my nana. Yeah, it was me. No, the life was nice.
I'll come back to you. Okay, I like that. Wendy, how are you?
I'm good, Miss Asian. How are you?
I'm okay. I can tell you're already laughing in the background.
This is interesting. I'm
It
telling
is.
you.
It is interesting. Do you consider flirting as cheating, or what do you consider as flirting in a relationship?
Uh, like entertaining another, like an opposite gender, like while you are in a relationship, you can flirt. You are allowed when you are single, I guess. But once you start entertaining another, like you're trying to make another person, like some giving them ideas, of like calling them names, those names that you use to your partner, like you are like leading that person to think otherwise. So I'll consider it cheating. Flirting is cheating on my side.
Okay, I like what you said. I picked the word, giving them ideas. So what you're
Yes.
saying basically is if I say anything or do anything that makes another person have some sort of idea that they
Hmm.
are something more than just a friend to me, then I'm flirting.
Yes, you're flirting. Like that person will consider like saying like you're just having like you say, I was just having a friendly conversation, but you were trying to test the waters if how the other person will respond to your nice words or trying to flirt just to hear how they'll respond to like to what you are leading towards you. And then you like once you like you don't get what you were looking for, you'll be like, no, I was just being nice, but you know very well your intention. Yeah.
Wendy,
So
Wendy, my
like
baby, Wendy, my baby, I got you, né?
yeah. So I'm sorry, but like I mean, the problem is with the guys. They like to lead the conversation to that, and they're just testing if my words are like like. And then once they don't get what they're looking for, it's like, no, I was just being nice. I was just like, but they know very well what they
They know
were
what they were doing. I'm looking at
exactly.
the comment section now. I think we're gonna have a big problem on this live because I'm seeing what people are saying here. Let me try and read a few of them. Um, okay, what if another man calls you a name? Another one says, okay, cheating doesn't, polygamy doesn't belong to Africa. Entertaining another woman is cheating. That's what Shamsi said. Okay, she's on the panel. Monogamy is a way to minimize Africa's wealth. Okay, that's what blockchain is saying. That's interesting. But it's happening a lot, guys. Justifying human activity through animals should be classified ignorance. Okay. That's if people know the reason why polygamy exists. Okay, we're going down there, looking at another man is cheating. Wendy, Shamsi, we're coming to you. Looking at another man, they say it's cheating. Guys, prepare to respond to that. Also, not looking at a person while you wanna look at them is also cheating. I'll come to you, Mr. Ibrand. I saw you unmuted your mic.
For
Yeah,
me,
guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, guys. I just wanted to. I also wanted to comment on this. First of all, on the issue of cheating or flirting, I think the reason why you are seeing different comments there is because we have not defined the context in which we are talking about. Are we talking religiously? Are we talking traditionally, or are we talking in a Western? in the Western ideology, because I think the answers to each of them in the different contexts are a bit different. First of all, if we look at the
Wait,
tradition,
can I ask a question?
African tradition, for example, uh, unfortunately, it doesn't really matter what we think, but the truth remains that cheating does not exist for a man in the African tradition. It's not.
That is not true.
It has nothing to do with whether I think it is right or wrong, or whether you think it is right or wrong. The truth still remains that
Disagree with you. That is not true at all.
yeah, it's so it doesn't matter what we think, but the truth is that in the African tradition, cheating only exists on the side of the woman. For example, it's just the same way when if you go to your village, your elders in your community, and tell them that a man who is maybe married, let's say a married man, he was caught with another girl or something like that. Traditionally, there's nothing that the elders will be able to do to that man. But if it's the other way around, if it's a woman that was being caught, traditionally there are things that the elders will be able to do. So that's tradition. You may say it's not fair, it's not right, but it doesn't change anything. It's just like if you also go to those elders and say two people wants to get married and the two people are male, a man wants to marry a man, they will reject it and they will say no outrightly. But it doesn't change the reality in the UK. It doesn't change the reality in the US. People are still doing it. So that is what
I
it
would
is.
like to disagree with him.
Okay, well, but hold on. So it does.
Are you done, Makai?
No, not yet. So it doesn't really matter what we think about it. The reality is the reality, and all that. So if we are talking about, if we want to take it religiously, that's also another context. Because even if you remember when in the Bible, when the adulterous woman was caught, they called the woman an adulterous woman, meaning she was a married person. Adulterous woman. She was caught.
I would like to disagree with you on both angles.
Can you wait? Let me just finish. You have your chance. So they say she was an adulterous woman. And then when she came before Jesus, there was no mention of the man who was involved. And so it was the woman that was being judged and was about to be stoned. And then before Jesus came to rescue it. But you also find some other passages in the Bible where it probably says something different. But that is just one example and all that. So if we're talking about the Western culture, yes, that is where cheating exists. Because in the Western culture, they see a man and a woman as equal. If a woman can be accused of cheating, a man can also be accused of cheating. So in the Western culture, yes. So, but in the other two contexts, it doesn't appear like, in the traditional context, it doesn't appear like it is fair on both sides or it is equal on both sides. Whereas in the biblical one, there are some instances where it was done like that. There are other instances where it was done differently. So that's my submission. For those who want to disagree, you have the floor.
All right. I am disagreeing with you when you speak about context, right? Cheating is the same everywhere. Whether you are African, you are European, or you are Asian. Cheating is exactly that, Makada. Cheating. So I disagree with you there. I think we are all in the right context here. We all agree that cheating is cheating. And then you also used the Bible as a wrong context. And you also use African culture in a wrong context. The idea that cheating does not exist in African culture is an absolutely complete lie. The idea that the Bible justifies cheating or cheating is justified in some cases, it's also a complete lie. So you just completely misused information for wrong intentions.
I just want to know which Bible are you reading, because I do not remember in the Bible God justifying men to cheat. Because one thing I know that the Bible does say, it's that both people, like both men and women, are equal in the eyes of the Lord. And also, you came here rambling about tradition. Let me tell you something in case you haven't noticed. Africa is wild. Like, it's very wide.
Yeah.
Like, it's wide. If you're gonna say in tradition, this and this, just say your tradition, because I don't remember. Well, I can say you said one thing right, that it's unfair how tradition minimizes the rights of women. That is a fact. Like, we all know that. But you are lying when you're saying in Africa, because do not forget, Egyptian people are also Africans. Moroccan people are also Africans. And if I'm not
You lied
mistaken,
about
most
us.
of them are
You lied about
Muslims.
the Bible and you
And
lied about
in the Muslim culture, whether you are a woman or a man, if you cheat, you are a cheater. In the Muslim culture, if you are a married man and you cheat with an unmarried woman, the woman will be lashed 100 times and the man will be stoned to death. And mainly when you're married, you get stoned to death. And then when you're not married, you get 100 lashes. So I don't understand which tradition you're talking about. So in future, please just say your tradition, because like, I feel like you taking your tradition and you indoctrinating it on every other African tradition, which is wrong and not okay. And the Bible you're reading, hey, please send me a copy, because I feel like that Bible you're reading,
It's
it's
very
yours
interesting.
alone. It's not all of us's Bible. Because even the people of Lut, they were punished for the things they were doing. For an example, adultery, they were punished for adultery. God did not choose men or women.
Okay, for me, I wanted to disagree on a certain point.
Before you speak, my
When
sister, public service announcement. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aute Sharp. Welcome to Mr. Ancient's panel. I officially welcome you. We have rows in this panel. Row number 1, respect every single person's opinion. Every opinion is important. Row number 2, you do not interrupt another person when they're speaking. You wait for them to finish and then you can speak or ask a question. And rule number 3, we do not use this derogatory terms in this live. Whether you're a woman or you're a man, we do not use such terms in this life. Should you use those terms, we don't tolerate that type of behavior. Should you fail to follow these laws, you will be dropped. So I'd like to encourage you that please do not try to violate these laws. These are the house rules. We expect you to abide. Should you feel like you can't abide, you feel free to drop and stay in the comment section. Thank you very much. Let's continue and have a fruitful conversation. Ms. Willow, you may continue.
yeah, I wanted to contribute on when it comes to a man, when it came to a man and a man getting married. Let's be honest, you guys, in African tradition, that was allowed. Let's not hide, let's not run away from situations. We've even seen women asking for another woman to get married and produce kids. So, which part of Africa is he talking about? Because we've seen, if we were to go to Namibia, is it Namibia? There was a woman, is it Nzinga, who had male concubines. So, what kind of tradition is he talking about? And why is he like putting himself on a pedestal when it comes to the male validation, but then when it comes to women validation, he doesn't like acknowledge it? So are we going to support when it comes to just male, and when it comes to women, to women, it's downplayed to say no, women are like men are like put on another store. This is the problem we're facing. This is the reason why we have to talk about these things. Women are as equal as men. We have emotions, we have feelings, we feel what you feel. It doesn't mean just because we say something doesn't mean that we're not human beings. Just because we accommodate certain things doesn't mean that we are comfortable. But because sometimes we have to downplay certain things because society would say Willow was too outspoken. Therefore, that's the reason why the man left. And for me, I feel like I am allowed to cheat. If I find somebody attractive, I will go and have smashing with that guy. I don't think it's provided it's nothing emotional. For me, cheating comes in when emotions are involved. If somebody goes and smash and somebody smash and then we come together and we talk about that, if there are no emotions involved, I'm good. I don't see any problem.
Can I quickly respond, please, guys?
Before you respond, King Kong, would you like to voice your opinion? All right, you may respond.
Okay. Well, I think probably maybe when I started talking, probably you guys got me out of context. When I started talking, I said sometimes it doesn't matter how I feel about it. What that means is that I do not agree, in my personal opinion, I do not agree that men and women are not equal. I do not agree with that. What's that? So I do not believe that women are not equal. I do not believe in that. When I made reference to the African tradition, there are, I think, there are tens of thousands of different cultures, different traditions that are in Africa. But I'm not referring to every single one of them. Majority of them, generally back there in Africa, general practice when women cheat, the women are being, how do I put it? I'm trying to look for the right word so that people will not get me wrong. Women are being accused. It's usually worse. People point fingers at them. It's really worse. But when men cheat, sometimes they find a way to justify it. This is not my wish. I do not like it. It's not. But this is the reality. This is what commonly happens in Africa. All right. It is not because I want it to be so. That's why it is so. That's why I said it doesn't really matter how we feel about it. This is the reality back in Africa. All right. If we're going to change it or not, that's a different case. So the issue of a man marrying a man, I only use that as an example, that even if people in Africa, elders in Africa, will reject it, it doesn't change the reality in the US that it is accepted in the US. It doesn't change the reality in the UK that it is accepted in the UK. I only use that as an example. All right. That's that about tradition. And in the Bible, I said, if you check in the Bible, there are different places where you will see where it was as if men were supported. And you also see some places in the Bible where it was being fair. So I said, I gave an example of the adulterous woman. I said the woman was called an adulterous woman to suggest that the woman was probably married. That's why they said adulterous woman. And then when the case was brought before Jesus Christ, the people were stoning the woman, were trying to apply justice on the woman, trying to stone her to death when Jesus intervened. I am only saying that in that passage, it didn't make any mention of the man, which suggests that in that place where that particular stuff happened, it appears as if the man was justified because we didn't hear anything about the man. They were just talking about the woman before Jesus intervened. That was an example, all right? It doesn't mean that is everything in the Bible. It doesn't mean that the whole story about cheating and man and woman is limited to that story in the Bible. I only give an example with that. And then when I talked about Western culture, I said in the Western culture, they see equality more. If a man can cheat, a woman can cheat. That's the Western culture. So generally, my first comment was all about context. If we're discussing this topic, if we're discussing it under the context of the Bible, we bring different passages, we talk about different passages in the Bible religiously. Or rather, if we're talking about religion, we're talking about religion. Somebody mentioned about Islam, they can marry more than one wife. It is allowed. All right. But what I see in that is that in Islam, when you want to marry another wife, you inform your wife. There's a process in doing it. But cheating comes when you're having an affair and you're hiding it from your partner. That's why it is called cheating. If you marry another woman and add to the woman you have and you're living together, that's polygamy. So polygamy is different from cheating. So that's clear for that when it comes to Islam. All right. So I just want you guys to understand that my point is all about different contexts. If we're discussing it under the context of tradition, we can talk about different traditions in Africa. And apart from tradition, general practice in our day-to-day life in Africa, we see that it seems like the society in Africa frowns more when the woman does it. This is the reality. This is not my opinion. It doesn't matter whether I like it or not. It is the reality back there. If you say it's not the reality around where you live, that's okay. But most people will agree that generally, this is what generally happens, a good percentage of it. That's my point.
Okay, Alti, I see you're a bit busy. Willow, I'll come back to you so you can respond, just give you a right or reply. But for now, let me recognize those who just joined on the panel, as well as also give them time to share their
Yes.
opinion. I'm sure we are all also learning as well. So yes, Alti is the moderator on the panel. So it's Glow who just joined us. Glow, I know you're upset. I'm really sorry. I did say happy birthday to you in my heart, but I know you've been far away from the heart, so you don't hear things anymore from my heart. But it's okay. We're gonna wish you a happy birthday. You're on the live. And also, Kanya needs to answer for that as well. Because anyway, she messed my calendar up. You need to ask Kanya. And Legacy, you're welcome. And I know Vanessa as well. It's also your birthday today. So yes, Kanya messed up my calendar, I must say. So Kanya, when you come up, please come explain to them how you messed my calendar up. Keresh, you know she's, yeah, by the way. Legacy, you're welcome. Vanessa, you're welcome. So I'm going to mute as usual, for as long as possible, and let's Glow and Naughty run the show. But before I proceed, or before I pause, let Vanessa speak. I'll let Legacy speak, and then Glow speak. I'm sure you have been listening to what's been said on the panel by all the panelists, those who are here and those who just left as well. But if you didn't listen to them or you didn't hear them, then you may start by responding to the first question on the board. The prompt there says, what do you consider as flirting in a relationship? And I'm just adding that to it to say, would you consider flirting cheating? Would you consider, Willow just left now. I thought we were going to bring her up on board. Would you consider, Kanya, please come and answer for yourself. So, Vanessa, are you able to speak?
Yes. Hi, guys.
Hello. Before you
Right,
speak,
Happy
sorry.
birthday.
No, let's hear from Kanya. Kanya, come and defend yourself. I called you out
before
anyway,
Kanya
right off
defends
the bat.
herself,
Good evening.
allow me to take this moment to say that thank you very much for joining, and happiest birthday to Glow and Vanessa.
Guys, our
We wish
birthday
you
is
all the
tomorrow.
best. Yeah, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and we wish you many blessings and many years of laughter. So happy birthday to you guys, and happy especially Lucas has us today. And then all the best, may the Lord bless you with more beauty and blessings and more capabilities of arguing with Autisha. Sure.
Thank you, Alti.
Yeah, and then let's drop Kanya on this live for disrespecting out.
Remember, Kanya is the same moderator here. She's she's becoming the lady of the house soon. Remember, the Makazo has been away for a while. Don't forget. But anyway, let me let Vanessa speak. Happy birthday, Vanessa. Happy
Advantage
special
of it
birthday.
now and out. If you drop me now, I won't come back.
Come back
Anyway,
to you.
I will explain myself. But I spoke to Vanessa this morning and she told me that their birthday is tomorrow. And I was of the assumption that Vanessa and Chloe's birthday is on the same day. But it's never
Nice.
too early to celebrate a person. Now that the cat's out the bag,
We
I
will,
would
we will
like.
do that. We'll do that, Kanya. We'll celebrate them. I just want us to continue with the conversation so that we don't break the flow of the conversation. But I had to clear that up so that they don't think I forgot them. I didn't forget. Kanya was in charge of my calendar and she messed it up. She told me it was
Huh?
tomorrow. Um,
Wait,
No,
wait, wait,
okay,
wait.
guys, before we go further, why are people's name changed? Because now on Glow, I'm seeing the name is blockchain, but I'm seeing Glow's profile picture. On
no, it's
Vanessa, I'm
Glow.
seeing Wendy.
No. Mine is low. Marakanya. Vanessa, I'm confused. How is our birthday tomorrow? I'm confused. Clarify the situation.
Is your birthday on the 21st or the 22nd?
It's the 21st.
Okay, mine's on the 22nd.
Oh.
A heavy apologies were not low. Mina, I thought we both had the exact same birthday.
Okay, no problem.
But we'll go.
Guys,
Oh man,
let's move on.
Kanya.
Let's move on. Glow, I'll come to you. You know you're my darling. You know where we meet most. We'll sort that out. For now, let's move. I just want us not to break the flow of the conversation. Vanessa, please make a submission,
Oh,
legacy, and then we'll come to Glow. Vanessa.
Okay,
Ladies
so
and
what?
gentlemen, let's continue tapping. We're on 6K now. We should be on 10K by at least 9 o'clock. So let's exercise those thumbs, please. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, basically for me, flirting is anything that a person would not be able to do in front of their person. So the way in which Altia Shapo speaks to some of the ladies on the live, I don't think it's something he would do in front of his girlfriend. You understand? So that is for me flirting.
This is an
Okay.
example, right?
So it means I'm safe then. I'm not flirting. If it's something like I can do in front of my person, then I'm
Mamela,
safe.
ancient, when you are the leader of this whole thing, you flirt with everyone.
Vanessa, my
Even the most
sweetheart.
when you are the king of flirting, if you can flirt with that Bible lady, what's her name again?
Which lady is
Lankosi's
that?
twin. If you can flirt with Lankosi's twin, I'm telling you.
Which lady is
You're
that?
the king of it. Look at it.
Hi, Suga. Let's move on. Legacy, over to you. Please share your opinion here.
Wait. Sorry. I'm so sorry to cut you, Mr. Ancient, but I told you so.
You told me what?
We told you you are flirting. Why, what is Namanga? We told you.
Una manga vele. How Shamsi Mutuwami. You can't say that now. Vanessa, my love, what are you saying? Stop that, man. Legacy.
I want a divorce. You flirt with
Hello.
everyone.
You want a divorce? No, it's fine. Bring the papers.
Evening, everyone. Hello. Hope you're having a beautiful Sunday and you had a beautiful weekend. So, my thing with flirting, right? I think there's a very thin line that you don't cross when flirting. Because flirting can be sometimes misconstrued when some people are playful, right? And in a relationship, if you don't know your partner too well, and you can sometimes accuse them of cheating when they are just being playful. And sometimes you're a people's person, but you won't really overstep that thin line in terms of you'll be playful, you'll be jovial, you'll joke around and that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll cheat. You're just being playful. But then there's another side to flirtation where it becomes kind of sexual. And that is the danger part, because that sometimes gets wrong signals sent out and it leads into something that you can't really stop. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Okay. Glow, my love, my sweetheart, my one and only, my beautiful Glow, my next person. Oh, Glow, my darling, my birthday girl, the rose and the shiner. Glow, mutua, ka. Stand sami Glow.
Oh
Kuluma,
my
kuluma, kuluma,
goodness.
nya rose.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm? How are
Hi,
you?
hi, 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 everybody. Ugh, I'm on a vacation, okay? But what is the question? What do you consider as flirting in a relationship?
And also, add to it, is flirting cheating? Tell us what you consider and tell us if it's cheating.
When in the men's side everything is cheating, but with women, cheating is only when you sleep with a person. That's my 2 cents.
Evil you. I knew you were coming with
Oh my
this.
God, the lawn is cold, guy. Yo, the lawn is cold. Yo, fuck.
What's cold now? What's happening?
The lawn.
Oh, the lawn. You're walking. Excuse. So, okay, well, let me let you finish. So, a woman doesn't cheat until she sleeps with somebody else. Well, while you're still busy handling your lawn, let me move to car.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I stand
Wow.
on what I said. Women only cheat when they are sexually active, but men cheat by everything.
Wow.
Period.
Wow. Your hate for men has become so much love for us. It's fine. We'll move. I don't know. I know they disagree with you, but I'm gonna let them respond with time. Kanya, or does anybody want to respond to what Kanya, Vanessa, and Glow has said?
Yes, I do.
Please.
Wow. I would like to say that I disagree with Glow, and my disagreement with her is that just a minute.
Okay, I see you're busy in the background. It's fine. Are you back?
No, sorry, ish.
Yeah, excuse.
Ne ke kgamile ke mara.
No, it's
I
fine.
was I
At
was
least
being strong.
tonight we are sure that you won't be flirting on the live.
Yes. I disagree with Vanessa's view. Vanessa's view. Vanessa says that when you're flirting, you're cheating. So yeah, I agree with it. Actually, I don't disagree with it. I agree with it. I just don't agree with Globe when she says that all men are, because men are very beautiful people. Men are the most logical and loving beings on this world, and to say that about them is just so hurtful, so demeaning. I mean, men being the best that they are and loving and caring like this, to be spoken of like this, it's quite hurtful. But anyways, I'm not drilling there. What I'm trying to say is that flirting, cheating is when you are basically mentally thinking of someone in a rather sexual manner. It's not necessarily done by men. I think that it's done by both genders. So my disagreement with Chloe is that it's done by men and women do it less. I think that it's done by both genders. That's my view.
Okay, Kanya, what have you got to say about flirting? What do you consider as flirting? And tell me, is it cheating?
Well, Legacy made a valid point to say there's a difference between playful and flirting. So for me, if somebody's being playful, that's not cheating. But now the moment it gets sexual, or like it gets stretched, then that's cheating. And obviously, the person that you are when you're partners, there's this thing of, hey, if you can't do it in front of your partner, guys, you're not going to be the same person that you are in front of your partner all the time, and all the time be the same person. Kanti, I don't know, you're not going to act the same all the time. I mean, do your parents know good when are you understand? That's my submission regarding this. And you know what? Glow for president. Because when I hear autism, the moment I hear a man say that men are logical creatures, and I ask myself, why are men self-proclaimed logical creatures? Like, men claim to operate on logic all the time, but we all know that men will act on their emotions all the time. If a man is not happy somewhere, they will leave. Whereas a woman will stay out of logic. But a man, logic or not logic, if they are not happy, they will leave. So I don't know where this self-proclaimed logic that men speak about stems from, honestly speaking.
Okay, I'll come
What a
to you.
low blow. What a low blow.
How say we low blow ngani? Because no, here's the thing. I want to know who said men are logical, other men. There's no
Psychology.
woman that I've heard
Guys,
that says
psychology.
men are logical.
Kanya, logically, we don't have to debate this, okay? It's fine.
Logically, you did not have to view it as a low blow.
Can I say this? Let's just give them the logical, but we are smarter. If they wanna take logic, no problem, but we are smarter. So yeah, stay with your
Shamsi,
logic.
so
Be
ipara.
smarter.
Nah, that's
Who's
actually
that?
wrong, Shamsi. You
It's
can't
a
be
fact.
if we are more logical, you can't be smarter than us, Alo.
Exactly.
No,
That's me
you're
showing you
changing.
how smart we are.
Anyway, this is not a
This
competition.
is literally a
This is not a
thing.
competition.
Look, I
Can I
am
also answer?
just okay. Oh, wait, can I just tell you first what I mean by logic? I get you wanna be self-proclaimed logically sharp. You can be that. But we are smarter because smartness does not only involve logic. Smartness also involves creativity, which is something men lack because obviously, like Miss Kanya said, men are emotional beings, and you cannot be emotional and be logic at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. You see, it's like when you're telling a child, you cannot get this sweet, and the child be like, I want this sweet, and be like, take it. And then when you threatening that child, that's what I'm trying to say, like prove, not that you're like actually logic. It's just that if you want to be logic, fine, be logic, but just know that we're smarter than you all. So sharp.
Okay, I'll start with you since like you literally the latest person who just talked. So I think it's another book, man, that men are from Mars or Venus. I can't really remember now.
Yes,
But
men are from
basically
Mars,
there
women
was
are from Venus.
okay. So there was a part in it where it was saying that we started to notice that there are people there in Venus, which were the ladies, right? So if you're saying that let me just not put it as a question, but put it as a statement. So what I'm saying basically is that when we saw you guys that's what the book was saying. When we at Mars saw you guys at Venus, we were the one who created a spaceship, right, to go to you. That's what I know. Yeah, bo. Okay, and then going to the question. I'll have to agree with, first of all, partially agree with Legacy because she was mentioning that there's a gray area between both. That's what I think. There's a gray area between being friendly and being flirtatious, right? Okay. Then I'm gonna be going to what Auti said. I think Auti was saying that men do something more than women. I can't remember what it was, but I wouldn't want to be putting it as a competition between the two genders. Yeah, boy. And then going to Kanya. Kanya said in one of the comments that flirting isn't always cheating. I don't know if she remembers that, but anyway, yeah. And then I responded to her I responded to her and I said, but micro cheating is also cheating. Yeah, but because you can literally like you can see yourself ukuthi, hey man, I wouldn't. Oh, back to what was it Glow who was saying that? But there's stuff that you wouldn't be doing in the presence of your partner. So ke ngoku, micro cheating in the way that I was saying it to what Kanya was saying ukuthi, cheating, flirting isn't always cheating. That's because micro cheating is something that's a component. So you have to consider that ukuthi, even the small things can be flirting, and that's how flirting actually develops. And then ke ngoku, prevention is better than cure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then going further is that you guys went to the topic of logic. Okay, I'm gonna say that logically anybody can see themselves ukuthi, right now I'm flirting with this person, and then at that point it starts to be cheating when you still continue.
Sorry.
I have an axe. Okay, if you're going to say cheating, flirting as a whole is cheating, and if you can't do it in front of your partner, number one, I'm at the mall. I'm parking my car. The car guard, mabhebezwa imoto yakho, sithandwa sami, my car, yes, ngibhekele yona. Sharp, go inside. Come out, sithandwa sami, hayi bamba la kancane. That's flirting in a certain way. But I'm not going to do it in front of my partner, because if I'm going with my partner, I won't even have to be the one talking to this person.
Yeah,
It's
that's
my partner that's going to be
cheating.
talking to the car guard. And after that, loyo car guard akasekho nasemqondweni wami by the moment ngisuka kuleyo mall. Just
But yeah, no, ukagad ulen wena uzobe ukwingqondo kakagad god, which is why and then that's the cheating. That's where the cheating starts, because yeah, now kagad is gonna continue pursuing you, seeing that he got the impression right.
But that's not what always happens. Sometimes it's just literally that day. Continue pursuing me, young tatapi.
Yeah, why did you continue and flirt with him even though you saw ukutubana, hey man, this is flirting, and then still you continue to flirt?
Yeah, bruh, it's just it's being conversational. Kudlule. I'm not asking him what color underwear he's wearing and sharing them tips of lingerie with him.
This is bad. Gene. There's a limit to like flirting and doing all that
That's like,
funny
but
stuff.
I'm not asking him how big his junk is and stuff like that and going deep. It's just small harmless flirting. And also, if my partner is to go to McDonald's, run into a female cashier, hi, okay, hi, ngiyabonga sand, sharp. I don't view that as cheating. Like, I will not be insecure because my partner flirted with a person over the window. I'm just saying I won't consider that as cheating.
Dude, like I think even before we entered the live, someone was saying that even calling someone a name like honey or love or baba, something like that, is actually flirting. Yeah, but I like to explain. So for example, if that person you were with your husband, yeah, but let's say for example you were with your husband and it was a drive-through, and the lady that was giving you food, yeah, but gave the food to your husband, and then the husband talked and said, okay, thank you, Nana, Kanye, thank you, Bab. Yeah, but and then ke ngoku, they also meet up the next day at a mall and you're not there. And then ke ngoku, the
That's when it
conversation
becomes
starts to
cheating.
yeah, ibona land. So if ke ngoku, your husband didn't even call him Baba Kanye Lavi, thank you. Or he could have just said thank you. Not trying to be all funny or jokey joke.
Sometimes I gave it good. You know, you got it good this morning and you're just genuinely wanting to spread happiness. Okay. And I guess ngayisho ukuthi small worlds big build up, wait till they cheat. Umuntu uzocheata makuzokuthi ukuthi uzocheata kuvele. Leyo ukuthi kuthiwa we're gonna be holding on, clinging on to small things like that. And personally, I won't. Maybe another person will, but I won't be clinging to small things of that nature. I can't imagine him. I won't corner him to say, yeah, why did you smile so hard for that lady at the window? I'm not gonna be doing. I'm not even bothered.
Besides, Tanya, my reason for saying that men cheat with anything is because men are the approachers. They approach. So if they flirt, they like what they see. Men don't just flirt for no reason. So if they flirt, they want a chance. They want more.
100%.
Wait. With women, we can flirt, but they, like you said, Kanya, I can flirt with the person at the parking lot. It's nothing. It's just that. Because with women, me, even if I like a guy, I can never go to him and be like, I like you. If he doesn't come to me, that ship has sailed. I will weep in my house. It's fine.
I
But with
know that's what you've
men,
been doing to me. It's fine. Carry
wait.
on.
With men, they are the approaches. So even if they flirt, they have the option to go and ask for whatever they're flirting for. That's my point. That's the difference. That's why men cheat all the time, because their way of cheating is, I want to approach, I want to do something with that person that I'm flirting with. With women, it's not the same because they don't have that option. Mara, if you're the woman that goes after men and asks them out, that's an outlier, it's fine. But normal average woman is not, can't go and like be like, I like you, and then do you like me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I disagree with Glow.
No, I'm disconnecting, but it's fine. I'm listening.
I think that cheating is in the mind first, The moment you begin to think about someone sexually or think about them in a romantic way, you are cheating. Kanye spoke about a car guy approaching. He may be flirtatious, but the moment you see him as a sexual option, you are cheating, my sister. So when we say someone is cheating, it's not just about the words they say or the actions they do. It's also about how they think, how they use their mind, how they apply their mind. And I want to say that based on the way people apply their minds, I feel like they cheat in their minds as well. So cheating, it's not just an exercise of physical words, or physical actions. It's in your mind. The moment you look at someone and you see them as a sexual options, in my eyes, you are cheating. Yes, and that type of cheating, it cannot be that you just always cheat like that. So we need to understand that when you are cheating, it's not just flirting. It's also about thinking about a person sexually. So when you think about them sexually, you are indeed cheating. And then I also wanted to speak about what Glo said about approaching. Glo, it's 2025. Nowadays we don't approach women. Yes, approaching a woman in 2025, it's a foreign concept because we need to think about our mental health as men. We need to understand the consequences and the impact that rejection has on our minds. So during this era, it's better not to approach. Allow Gwabawa to help you, to save you from a humbling experience.
But kule humbling experience, I can see in the comments section people are fighting, but we can fight all we like. At the end of the day, everybody does flirt when they are in a good mood or they're feeling happy and all of that. It might not be sexual, but flirting, everybody flirts at one point or the other. We can act all high and mighty and righteous all we like. Go to flatter khona sizawufletha.
I don't flirt. For the record, I don't. Take me out of that equation. Yeah, let's move on.
Especially our host.
When was the last time a person told you you're beautiful?
No,
this
I always tell her that, but that's not flirting. I always tell her that.
this morning.
Very, this morning.
Can I speak
And
for
again, we
myself,
can
ne?
also go into the whole thing of that flirting becomes a build up of what? Build up. Guys, no, I'm sorry. I can't live my life paranoid in anticipation that somebody's going to cheat until I actually catch them cheating. As long as I have not caught you cheating, I am not going to be sitting pondering, thinking, is this person, oh, he said he smiled too hard for that lady. Magic Shuguti, he like, guys, impilo ixakile kakhulu ukuthi ngizogadana nezinto ezinjalo yazi.
Can I just
Mina, can I speak for myself?
now?
Shamsi,
Quickly. For starters,
you
on
were
that
saying, my
thing,
sister?
Miss Kanya said that we all flirt. Mina Nkosi, I'm too young for that. Even when a guy says hello muhle, I look down and I run away with my feet because my mother says when a guy looks at you in the eye, you're gonna fall pregnant. So ngicela ungangifaki tu, ngiyacela Nkosi yami. And secondly, we're not saying yes. Yes, what you're saying, it's true, ne? But have you ever thought about this as a person? What if we ukuthi when we amjabulisa umuntu wakho kanti akusuwe omunye umuntu wesifazane? Because that is a very high possibility because according to what I've been told, all men cheat.
Ngingenaphi mina lapho
That's
ukuthi
a fact.
mina umjabulisile. Here's the again, like I said, unless I catch you in the act red-handedly or that information throws itself in my face, I am not going to be sitting being paranoid ngokuthi ngiyachithelwa. Mina, I can't do that. It's just not in my nature.
Like,
But all he's saying
let's say,
is flirting is cheating.
Not for
And
me.
it's a fact.
Mina, if my partner
I
goes
if you
out
put it in
and
that ways,
not for me. Mina, like again, I said, if my partner were to be saying exchange sweet words with somebody like that they won't meet again, and they know they won't meet this person again, and that person is not really like, why must I be sitting being insecure ukuthi lapha mina ngizodla ama-fries wambandla? I don't have time ukuthi ngibe ngilo ngibhizi kanti lo muntu lo, why wena uthe hi mama, why umbize ngomama lo sisi and with a smile, why uthe kulo sisi with a smile? No, mina I just take it as good. Okay, you are happy, and mina allow me to live in my dilulu. I believe it's me that's making you happy because I am me. Mina Shamarwana, I will be gladly delusional. It's me.
oh, so you agree
Unless
with
I'm
it's
proven
cheating. It's just
otherwise,
that the fact that when
unless I'm proven
delusional.
otherwise, it's me that's causing this joy in this person.
I understand, ma'am.
I do agree with Kanye because at the end of the day, you steal your joy if you're going to be watching your man's every smile. Who's he looking at? Who's he smiling at? It's totally unnecessary. For example, if you walk into a shop together as a couple, sometimes you flirt like with jokes and things like just to get a better service or to put a smile on somebody's face because you can see maybe somebody's having a bad day. So that is not like your partner's not going to hook up with that woman. That is not like your partner's not going after work.
Sorry, Legacy, you may continue. I think the person who joined the panel just disrupted with feedbacks. You may continue.
Oh, okay. So I don't know where was that, but I was like trying to say if you walk into a shop with your partner and somebody's having a bad day and your partner notices it and jokes around with this girl or you vice versa, that's not flirting. That's just being totally jovial and playing around. And sometimes we're so noticing these little acts of our partners when we're out in public, but yet the flirting can be happening right under our noses, and not even by looks and that, by touch, by small gestures of offering your friend a drink or whatever. In the meantime, something is happening back at the ranch. And we're so clueless about it because we're too busy watching who is smiling with outside. Rubbing of hands and touching of these things happen. but we're so wanting to make ourselves miserable by seeing, oh, who's my boyfriend or who's my husband smiling at now in the shop, or who's he making a joke with, or whatever the case may be.
Thank you very much, Miss Legacy. Let's welcome Bubbles to the panel. Bubbles,
Hey,
I greet you in
everybody.
the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. How are you?
Hi, everybody. Now personally, I think flirting is cheating. There is no way. And I hear what Kanye and the rest are saying when you're talking about like sharing jokes. If you're telling another person that is not your partner sweet things, you are cheating. Mama. I'm sorry, my niece is making me. No, like we're not saying what we are looking at every detail. If he laughs with someone, it's a problem. Flirting is flirting. At the end of the day, if you are flirting, you are flirting. Jokes are not flirting. You can joke with anyone. If someone is sad and this guy comes up and just makes you feel better without flirting, you can make a person feel better without flirting. That's all I'm saying. Because what you
Yeah, you
guys are
can make him feel
listing,
better without cheating
Yeah,
huh?
please tell
and
me.
flirting.
I'm here. You see me. I'm a man. Ne?
Yeah,
Make me feel
yeah.
better. Flirt with me. Okay, no, don't flirt with me. Make me feel better as a man, a strange man that you want to entrust your car with. Make me feel better
Me,
now. Mm.
I can't do that.
I need to know you're saying there's other ways of making a person feel better. So I want
Yes, but without flirting. Kanti komelo, now you have to be
make me feel
Sandra
better
Sami.
khona
Don't
manje.
worry, days will be better. I'll just give you a hug and kiss you on your forehead. Why are you kissing a stranger? You
But
can say other things.
you said
Don't
anything
worry,
about
things will
kissing
be
better.
better. There's
I
other
don't
ways,
nani
guys. You don't need to be
you
flirting.
feel kanjani bakuzothiwa kissing on the forehead. What's the kissing on the forehead about now? Like
Exactly. It's flirting. It's
no,
flirting.
why are you doing that? Let's start. Why are you doing that,
Why
man?
are you flirting? That's no. I was making an example. Look,
No,
it's the
I'm
same.
saying make me happy. I'm a man now. You are parking your car. I'm like, my pebeza smart lemot le trans yakho.
Khanyabonga,
Ngizokubhekela
ube
yona.
nelanga elihle. Move on. There's no need to flirt with strangers.
Really, yeah.
Why are you flirting with strangers?
I guess siphilisana
Like
kabuhlungu.
for example, Kanya, now let's say like Diagbonba, you're having a bad day, ne? And I'm trying not to flirt with you. I'll just ask you, Fundin, but why are you looking so upset today?
Bawufika kum ndingumntu obhinqileyo uthi kum
So everyone,
molo fondini.
wait.
Is that the way you're gonna approach me?
No,
Uthi
Anisha.
molo fondini kum.
Wait.
No.
Public service announcement. Please don't use crying emojis in the comments. Yes, we do not use crying emojis in the comments. Please refrain from doing such. Thank you.
Miss
Dude,
Tanya,
like I'm saying,
why are
I'm gonna
chickens
say it
so
in a
funny?
kind way.
No, the thing is, you still haven't given me a different way outside of flirting, of making somebody's day.
No,
happy.
my thing is if you
Yeah,
think
it's
flirting
Okay,
will make
can I just
anybody's
do
day
something
better,
quickly?
that's weird.
Can I just try to make her happy, young man? Here's a
Okay.
joke. Why are chickens so funny? This is the part where you ask why.
Why?
Because
I see.
there, you can bleach
Now,
it
okay,
with
so
that.
that's like, no flirting, nothing was needed. Guys. Phela, there's a way of flirting. Sonke siyazi uma sikhuluma nge-flirting sikhuluma ngani. It's not a conversation. You can't use flirting as a conversation. It's not a conversation.
And you can't allow another man to call you mother bears. You can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, why are you allowing another man? Why can he
Can't
address
be
you
that.
as Mrs. Kanya or Mrs. Mbata?
Oh, akubuza igama. That's why
Yes.
they don't last because you go around flirting with people and strangers. Why are you flirting? Flirting, you must do it if you are trying to approach a person maybe in the future you want to date them. That's the only time you use flirting. You can't use flirting to just make a person happy. Ayibo, guys. Kusho ukuthi manje abomama bethu mabakwatile, now you have to flirt with your parents to make them happy. Oh, guys. No.
Imagine Telu Antoine ukuthi
ngiyafisa ngiyalithola umuntu onjengani But again, that person is not me. Shame, I don't want to lie to you.
No, my thing is, sometimes you don't have to be oblivious, guys. Let's be honest. So when umuntu okumagamba fletha naloads, hi, akayenzi ngiyamthemba.
Wait, Kanya,
Guys.
Kanya, have you wait, Kanya, have you ever been cheated on?
How? Like, and another ukuthi uzothi wena ngiyakuthemba muntu not because ngiyamthemba.
Kanya. Have you ever been cheated on?
Kanya baza kugila wena, baza kugila sithandwa sami
I
unganakanga.
think he said there's snacks, Nina.
No, Kanya, I'm just asking. I'm
Snacks. You can't
asking.
be
I'm asking.
oblivious. You must
And like I said, mina umuntu
Bubbles, wait.
makachita, umuntu
Kanya,
makachita, they will leave. I will
Kanya,
leave
wait,
them.
Kanya.
They're cheating ways. However, I'm not
Kanya.
sitting in anticipation, waiting ukuthi lo muntu
It's not about
uyangishiyela na.
anticipation, Sithandwa Sam. It's not about that. My thing is, if a person is in a relationship, you shouldn't be flirting with other people. Ukuthi usaid, ukuthi unjani. Sana, you do
As long as
not
I'm
do
still
that.
in my love ngidilulu, yes.
Yeah.
Mina Shem, as long as I'm still in love, I will be dilulu. Ayikho into engangenza yona futhi ngizothanda lezi
And
muntu.
when ungena phi uthi ufila kanjani ungena.
Eh?
You shouldn't be speaking to other people about their feelings. That's cheating.
So yeah,
Let Ntabi saying join the panel manje when you will be all over her.
Oh, guys, no.
Yes. So you should talk to your husband about your feelings, not everyone.
Yeah. Kanya, have you ever been cheated on?
But you can't be talking to my husband every day. I mean, the thing is, you can't be there. Everything you live, you're no longer an individual outside of your marriage
Yeah,
relationship.
Kanya's ignoring me.
Can I ask a
Sorry,
question?
Oguta, what were you saying? Sorry, man. Sorry about that.
I'm asking, why have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
If you don't mind, how did it happen?
I can attest, yes.
And what did you learn from it?
What did I learn from it?
Nothing.
How did it happen and what did you learn from it?
Hi guys, I don't wanna lie to you. When I date with brand new eyes. I don't drag my past traumas into my new relationship. Like, hey, what did I
It's
learn?
not a trauma, it's just something that you learned.
You learned nothing.
I don't know if you understand me.
The only thing I can say is that umuntu will cheat if they want. If the person is a cheater, they will cheat, and that's got nothing to do with me because Nashem, I give great service when it comes to love. I'm a great lover, Nashem, and Funokoka. So,
Can I just
Since
ask
you're
a
a good
question?
lover, Kanya, would you love me if I was a tortoise?
would I love you? Why?
Guys, can I just ask a question? So you and your partner are driving down to Durban or even Cape Town, wherever, and you stop at a shop, and there's the waiter or whatever, cashier, whatever, and there's jokes made between two people, and you're right there, and you smile along and whatever. Are you going to be upset when you get back into the car because your partner was making jokes with the cashier?
No, I won't be because it's a joke. If
So
it's a
what
joke
is-
that
what
has
is
a
the difference?
flirtatious thing inside, yes, I'll be mad. Because why are you flirting with someone in front of me? But if it's just like clear jokes, how? There's
Okay, but
jokes,
when
guys.
is he going to see this person again if you're getting upset? Why are you getting upset
No.
over nonsense?
My thing is, why are you flirting? If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be flirting with
But then
other
that's
people.
your insecurities. That's not
It's not
you.
an insecurity.
It is.
In relationships, you shouldn't be flirting with other people, point blank, period. Because when you were approaching me, you flirted with me, right? You didn't just come and say, you know what, today we are dating. You first like flirted and then it went along to into relationships, right? So a joke,
100% Bubbles.
yes, a joke and flirting, that's two different things.
So
You
you
can't
got into a
say
relationship from flirting.
people do that now. And that's how you ask a person out.
You, Bubbles,
Huh?
have you
Have I what?
gotten into a relationship through flirting?
Yes. And I won't lie.
Isn't
Songela.
that isn't flirting part of courting?
No,
Oh, I'm
It
sure.
no,
is.
it's not.
It is. Guys,
It's
kanti nama
not.
19 bani.
I don't get it, yo man. Please explain,
Mina
Legacy.
ngabe should mina ngabe ngine-body count esuke engasuka umphansi if that was the case, ke yes.
No, because Nina, you guys are mistaking joking with flirting.
Okay,
That's why.
so okay. What is
Yes.
flirting? Let's clarify what
You,
What
flirting
is
is.
flirting? Yeah.
flirting is when you laugh at another man's joke in the presence of your man. Cheating.
So nice.
Listen to him.
Yes, another man makes a joke here. They're like, haha, you're so funny. Funny. Why are you laughing at
I mean,
another
all
man's
I'm
joke
gonna
in
say
my
is that
presence?
flirting, it's leading a person on to thinking, okay, like lo uyangifuna. Once umuntu wesifazane wacabanga ukuthi okay, uguy uyangifuna, that is flirting. Like you can make jokes, that's okay. But flirting, it's when like you know it's okay, there is a chemistry bond that is happening or is about to happen. You see, because if someone makes a joke, like right now I made a dad joke and you'll all laugh, there was no chemistry there. But if maybe out or someone makes a joke that makes me smile and makes me feel good in a sense of chemistry wise, that is flirting and it's already cheating. Because once a man flirts and you do not discipline him, he will continue flirting with other females
So you
and that will lead him
Yes,
to
that's
cheat.
what I was
so
Because
saying.
you think
Because
men,
that
you can
so you
basically
think
feel
can
that
I
like
calling
finish,
him
please,
out
please?
for flirting with this
Can I
one
finish?
person or one with this one
Can I just
lady?
finish this statement?
Okay.
Yes, when I discipline you
Can I
and I
ask
tell you,
after? No one
stop
interrupt.
flirting with the person, the next time you flirt, I'm going to know it's okay when ufuna ukucheat kahle kahle. Because what you mean, if I tell you today, hey, I don't like you when you're flirting with other women, that is me telling you I don't like something. It's not my insecurity or whatnot. Just because I don't like it, it does not make it an insecurity. Just as I wouldn't like it when another person flirts with me, it does not make it an insecurity. If you do not like something, you have to address it. And if that man continue doing it, then that
100%.
is utter disrespect and it's cheating. Thank you.
Right, Mina, my question is when njengoba usho kanje right now, ne? Tell me, we go through this drive-through, I do what you deem as flirting and cheating with this lady. Are you now gonna say, hey, when you tell and when you now you've called me out, actually no, now you've called me out, right? Do you believe that that's gonna stop you from cheating? And
Well,
don't
no,
and
but if I
Okay.
see you
like
doing it again,
addressing such
I am
matters
out. Like it's
I
simple.
don't hear the
and also
question. Can you ask the
finish my
question again?
okay.
Especially the last part.
Do you think that calling your man out for flirting with a person over the window is going to stop them from cheating? And also, when they now I forgot the second half of my question.
Okay, I already have an answer just for that.
But yeah,
Because
I'll,
clearly,
I'll ask it when I
if
remember
now
it.
if you have to tell him ukuthi bana, I think that is cheating. Yabona. It's already cheating. Yabo. Like I don't even know how to explain this, but
So you feel
for
like
you
you
to
ran
even tell him ukuthi
your cheating
that I
prevention
don't like that, it's basically cheating to me. It's like cheating already, Mos.
So you feel like you've run your cheating prevention program
No, it's not about
successfully, like
preventing. That's where you're getting it wrong. Communicating, Guti, I don't like what you did, is not making him stop. It's not about making him stop. You can never make a person stop. Into ithandayo, right? When uzokhuluma ukuthi I don't like what
Facts.
you did, and then if it doesn't stop, so kuphuma kuwe ukuthi uzoba isilima segame or uyaphuma, guys. It's not about telling him ukuthi uchitile, you must stop. We are not here to control people. Umuntu uzozenzela into ayithandayo, so kuyophuma kuwe ukuthi okay umbonile, you told him ukuthi I don't like what you're doing and he continued, then you leave. Asizange uzochaza abantu la emhlabeni, guys, asikhaphananga sonke siyayiphilela. And you asked ukuthi
Yeah.
what's the difference between
wena azange ukuzochaza abantu kodwa umuntu uzokuchithela namhlanje kusasa uphinde
Yes.
umqonde. So
And
that's
another
where
low
the
key,
problem
another low
is,
key
ukuthi
cheating,
awuyithandi khanye.
another low key
Mawuzongixolela
cheating that we don't
awuyithandi.
see, right? It's when you're at a restaurant and another man brings you food. That's cheating.
And a lot of the time you will make a noise here today. Urase wena. No.
Namhlanje mina ngisingle because I don't take that. I'm strict with my love because I know ukuthi what I'm capable of. Kuyophuma ukuthi okwanorasayo angaphili with the things that they preach. Mina, I live with the things that I preach. Angeke ngizodlalwa umfana mina ngiphila kulo mhlaba lo. What we are
And
saying
another
is
thing is that like people think that it's insecurities when you
it's
tell
not
them
an
standards.
insecurity. It's
It's
not.
not.
It's facts.
No.
There's a
But
difference between insecurity and not
when your
liking
partner
something.
jokes around,
It is
that's
your
the
personal
insecurities we were
boundaries
talking
you're not
about.
allowed to have.
Yes, when you're disrespecting somebody and you're flirting, that is definitely disrespectful. But we were talking about when your partner is joking and you are getting all like your feelings about it. Like you're stealing your joy because why are you now wanting to control his smile and his laugh and his jokes?
No. We see with that one,
Miss
that is a
Legacy,
problem
you
with the person's
misunderstanding
emotional
us.
intelligence. It
I
doesn't
think
have to
you
do with
guys
all of that.
misunderstood us because what we were saying,
No, I
there's
feel
a
like
thin
y'all are
line that you cross. That's what we said. We never ever said flirting is okay. What we said is that if there is a joke being made between two people, that is what we said from the offset.
With
You
the
guys turned
joking,
this
okay,
around
then
into flirting.
A joke is
no, we don't.
normal, but then when it has like the emotional thing or chemistry type of thing or intimacy level to it, then obviously that's cheating. Yeah, but so
But guys,
as I said, remember
how
when
are
I
you
said Gucci,
getting
there's a gray area between like when it's just a friendly joke and a flirtatious joke. Yeah, but there's a
okay,
gray
but now
area. But then at one point there's gonna be a black and white.
we understand all that, but give me the reasoning behind how somebody that sees somebody, a cashier or something for the first time, how can there be emotions involved there?
The same
Because
way he
Alok
had
going
emotions
back
for
to what
me.
Bubbles said. Remember when
Love
Bubbles
takes
said that
seconds.
That's all.
men
My guys,
approach. Yeah, but
serious.
wait, listen. Remember when Bubbles said that us as men we approach the females, yeah, but, and we wouldn't be approaching you or making flirtatious jokes or like entertaining you at like a high level if we weren't interested into you. So basically, if we were like entertaining you, we basically have some sort of attraction to you. And for us to be even having an attraction to you, we have to make you smile. We have to, yeah, well, and then that's when the jokes and the flirting comes in. Because if we make you smile, obviously you're gonna start to like us. So then that's where we go back to the
And
gray area again. The gray area is where it's in between
and
the joke and the flirting.
But if that's
and Miss Legacy,
Can
it
I?
doesn't take seconds
man,
for a
because
person
there's
to
the
fall
number
in
of
love.
men who
It just takes, we fall in love with our eyes, for starters, if I'm not wrong. We fall in love with our eyes. That's when the eyes, when they see this person,
Yeah,
oh,
that's the
he's so
first
cute,
level.
it goes to the heart and you be like, okay, let me make a joke with this person, and then you start flirting. We're talking about flirting and jokes. Jokes are not flirting, but once chemistry is involved there, whether it's with the eyes or with the smile, and smiles,
Yeah, even the
you
eye
can tell
contact.
whether a person is smiling sexually or seductively or whatever. You can tell because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure if I laugh like ha 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 ha, I'm laughing like a hooligan, then you'll be like, she's not taken. But if I'm gonna be like, stop it, now that's just wrong.
Can I just add
Like, let's not
something?
even continue the. Stop it right there, my guy.
Can I just add something?
So, let's welcome start to the panel, ladies and gentlemen. Sister Braga,
It's
Fedwin Johnny.
I'm good, my guy. What's up, everyone? I just want to add
Go ahead,
something.
time now.
So flirting is the act is the act of conveying a romantic or a playful interest in another person through a verbal communication, body language, or a written message, often involving compliments, teasing, and subtle gestures.
Did you say
So
playful?
yeah, it says playful. So it's that clear. Once you start flirting with other people and you are doing things, especially when you are in a relationship. If you are singing like Bubbles, do whatever you want. It's okay. And if you are singing like Kanye, go ahead and flirt. But if you are in a relationship, once you start flirting, you are opening a gate that should have been closed. That should stay closed until you are out of that relationship that you are in. It's just a gateway to troubles. That's it.
And guys, let's not forget, flirting is the key to a relationship. Let us not be saying, oh, jokes. Flirting is flirting, jokes are jokes.
You're absolutely right, Bubbles.
Can I just add one
For
thing
the first time in
Enye,
my
that
life,
I
I
have?
agree with you.
Can I add one thing when I outer shop that I find to be a problem?
Yes, you may speak, my brother.
You see, once you allow a friend, family member, or any other person that is close to you to make even a silly joke that is so innocent about your partner, you have opened a gate for disrespect also. And I think a lot of people are not aware of that one. Once someone says something funny about your boyfriend and you laugh at it, you must know that you have opened a gate for disrespect. Thank you.
Guys, I'm sorry. I come from a very flirtatious family, so I realize that maybe this one I ain't gonna because
Oh, multi-flirtatious family. What do you mean? You flirt with each other?
no. Why would we? No. What do you think this is? No, we think we have family.
would flirt with people with us in tow.
So exactly as my sister just mentioned, even you find umuntu afletha nosibane wakhe, umuntu afletha nobani wakhe, and not in a very harmless way.
Angeke bafethu nina nidlala nemizi.
Cheater.
Hayi.
Adlala ngemizi la.
No,
Very
but
useful.
Yeah, cheater.
cheater.
No, for example, umyeni wakasisi wami angangibiza mngami and just in a
How
place.
that's not flirting bafethu. Wow, come on. Nami kithi umamkhulu uyakasho ukuthi hawu guys kanti nina nikhuluma niyazi ukuthi yini flirting kahle hle because ngathi siyalahlana.
Ngicela sicaciselane because
Khanya.
I realize ukuthi yebo,
Kanya, do you have a work husband?
a work husband. No, that is
Yeah?
not.
You do have a work husband.
That
is your work husband.
That is not a work husband. That is
not a work husband.
you skin timeless, yeah.
I know. I saw this coming.
Nah, cat.
No, but it's not a work husband. It's a friend.
I saw this coming.
So let me find out
Only
more.
flatter now.
Stop dying to ask
Can I find out more from you? Kanya? So does this friend of yours, this work husband, Babus?
Yeah, sorry, I'm closing.
So this work husband of yours, does he?
Work husband, but yes, continue.
Yeah, it's fine. Does this friend of yours know everything about you?
Well, yes,
Does he know where you live?
yes. And he's my partner.
Does he
very
come
well.
over?
He has met your partner.
Yes.
Kanya ndlala ngomlilo. Kanya.
Does your partner like him?
Yes, my partner likes
Micro
him a lot.
cheating.
Outer shop.
So what
Are
about
you
it?
listening?
He's uncomfortable.
No, my partner was comfortable with our friendship because he understood with this person we've been working together for years.
My lord. My
Traveling
goodness.
together in this work for years.
Wait, does he know your
But still
birthday?
no cheating.
Kanya, does he know your birthday?
Yes, I think he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
He knows your birthday.
No, I will have
How
to
to
be
how to tell
reminded.
Kanya she's cheating?
So okay, can I also ask another one? This is very personal.
Yes, you may.
When your husband unalived, was he the first person you called? Or
No.
one of the people that you called?
No, he was not he was not. I didn't even call him. He heard through
No,
my
why
boss.
can
My
you
boss told me, and then he called me after hearing the news.
Why are you on the hot seat? I thought it was flirting, the topic.
You understand?
Why
Nobody.
they always come for you? But anyway, Kenya, you mentioned something very relevant here. Family situations, right? Saying that jokes are flirting. So if you have brother-in-laws joking with sister-in-laws, are they flirting with each other?
Yes, and there's a certain level of you can call it. Like as my sister's people are not my type. I will never in a million years.
But
But
there's a certain level of cheating in it, Nekan.
no, there isn't.
There isn't, guys. No, you guys, you like whooped. I mean, really, on another level. So that means we can't now sit around in companies because we're feeling threatened when people are joking.
Legacy, can I ask you
Joking
something?
Why are you
and
talking
Oh
flirting
man,
are
think
two
about it.
different
Think about it.
things.
Even
Why?
Even
Here's
amongst
what, Nim.
husbands,
I won't
they,
speak to
they
my
flirt.
sister's husband in her absence, number one. Let me tell you, I will not. You speak to that man more than I do. You're lying. I won't speak to my sister's husband in her absence, number one. Like, for example, the only time maybe I would speak to him is if he's looking for her and can't get hold of her, and then he'll ask, "Is she with you?" But other than that, in my siblings' absence, I have no business talking to her personally. Yeah, I'm okay. So then,
Who's in the
outside of
background?
Nakapeti,
Kanya, Kanya,
we don't have
who's in the background?
conversations.
Kanya,
Yes,
who's in the background?
it's my sibling.
Can you call her closer?
No, I can't.
Can you call this lady
My
closer?
son's
I
looking
have
for
a few
nonsense
questions.
again.
No,
Yeah?
she's right next to
My
me.
son's looking for nonsense.
I'm not looking for notes. I just want
You
clarity.
are.
I have to get peace, yes. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that outside of your partner, I've got no business talking to you. But when we are at this gathering and we are meeting, and now you are here, hi Sandra, hi darling. Yes, that's how it's going to be. We'll be extremely friendly and happy with each other. But outside of your partner, you and me are not having meetings together unless we are planning your proposal or we are planning something to do with you.
Oh, okay. So Legacy, tell me, do you
Yeah.
have a male? Do you have a male friend that knows your birthday?
Listen, you are not going to use your thoughts.
And you must be careful. And
I want
you
to
must
ask.
be,
I
you
want
must
to
be
ask another
careful.
question. Right.
Huh?
What
So
happened to my
now you're
question?
sitting in this family setting, and you can't be joking with your in-laws or your ex-laws or outlaws or in-laws, whatever. But you so now having to watch your smile, and if you can't smile too much, if you can't joke too much, and then people are being caught in the kitchen rubbing hands, or so would you rather prefer that because now you don't want people to joke in front of you?
Guys, that's not what we're
Thank
saying.
you.
No,
Hi,
the thing
guys, that's
is,
not what we're saying.
the flirting and the joking leads up to the touching.
It's like you're
You
misunderstanding
can be
us on
licking your
purpose
lips
Yeah,
now.
the
without saying a thing.
misunderstanding.
So if I'm looking at the
Y'all
guy,
are
you say,
misunderstanding us on purpose.
no, I want to understand your misunderstanding
Okay.
because there's body language as well. You could be sitting at a table and there could be subtle looks being passed across the table, licking of lips and rolling of eyes and body language, subtle flirting, no jokes. But you looking out for the jokes where people are jovial and whatever.
No, that's not what we said.
Oh, okay. No, then I understand.
So
Yes,
so
yes.
so
And
I think
people that are cheating with each other, they avoid each other in front of your partner. There's no way your partner is going to cheat.
Guys, no, but
Yeah.
there's no way. You can tell. You know umnagwenu. You can tell ukuthi lo umnakwethu lo.
I
You
know
know.
but yes.
I second
I mean,
that
guys,
actually. You can
Akusugada. It's
feel
not
it
about
deep
looking
down in your bones.
Exactly. It's not about
What
like
if I'm happy and in love? I don't see and feel
Your
nothing.
ancestors will let you
You are
know, and there
ignorant,
will
Yami.
be signs. Happiness is
so
the first sign. Over
so
happiness,
notice
that's the first sign your man is cheating. When he's too happy all the time, you should suspect him.
aye 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 aye
Because
aye aye aye
Now
aye
we're
aye
going
aye
to
aye aye
another level of cheating now. We're
aye
talking
aye
about
aye aye
flirting.
aye aye. I will not. No
Yeah,
no.
I
Shamiz.
actually agree with you, Bubbles. I mean, why is your man happy to go to a family?
Aye, I'll take shot.
You guys want to be with miserable
Why
people.
are you excited
Aye,
to
guys,
attend the
aye,
family
guys. No, no,
gathering,
no.
Chief?
No,
Why?
no, no,
this
no.
family
I'll take.
meeting is going left. No way.
Guys,
You
are you
guys
saying,
Guys, no.
miserable people.
Shamsi, this sounds like
Yes,
it comes from a very particular place. Um,
it does.
yeah, I think
Oh,
it comes from somewhere. So I shouldn't be too happy. I must be, tell me on a weekly basis, at least 3 times, I must be sad or angry or something to show that I'm I'm not
No,
entertaining someone.
I'm not saying that.
What are you
You
saying?
see, I'm not
But
saying that, ne?
Hmm.
What I'm saying is, I know you. If me and you are dating, I will know you because my
like
memory
there's
is
sometimes
very like
where you are sad, and there's sometimes where you are
it's
angry.
Yeah, but
specific.
I
When
have
My
a
you're
memory
just
is
happy
question
all the
now.
specific.
time, you
And when
can't
you
I
say
start
have a
acting
question.
different,
Okay, knowing all of
I
this, what does it do for you? Now, I feel like when you acknowledge umnakwenu or your brother in your co-husband or co-wife, ne, to a certain degree, when you acknowledge them, you give them power. When you say
It's not about power dynamic.
Mamel, I'm not done. Ne? When you first meet this person, like before you meet this person or before you even know of them, you give them power, and guess what? Your person will obviously eventually prioritize this person, and then when you stay behind and he's so we are fall off, and then see guys, no, for real. And this thing of acting like when if somebody does you wrong, you'll just walk away, and
It's not about walking away, my sister. No. When I say nithola wrong, just because you found out ukuthi there's a sister-in-law or sister what, so you're actor manje. No, it's not about that. And ukuthi masumbhacile ukuthi uyachita, you're gonna leave immediately. It's hard, vele. Uthando lunzima ne. But now what we're saying, kanti guys.
So then why are you looking for this person that's gonna?
It's not we as guys. Like it's not singaqamba manga. Wonke umuntu la oke wachitelwa ne, and there's things that you see ukuthi hey man, la senginomsizi la. Let's not act oblivious and ignorant.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Remember when I asked Kuti, what did you learn from when he cheated?
Okay, what did I learn? Let me tell you what I learned. What I learned was, Guti, when a person cheats, it doesn't mean that I'm any less. It doesn't mean
of course,
not a reflection on me.
Okay,
it's
with
because
whatever you learned,
they
it's
are
not
cheating.
trauma. It's not trauma. It's like something that you learned. Okay, I'm gonna
That's
be
what I'm
aware of
saying,
this next
Guti.
time.
I learned that because here's the thing, right? To a certain degree, you will start by feeling like, oh, maybe I did something, or maybe I did, or whatever. But as time goes, you realize that no, there will be people who will cheat on you, regardless of how
Yeah.
lazy
Yeah, this is not about you. It's not about you. It's about cheating.
It's about me.
No, it's about cheating.
No, it's not
you.
about you. Magachitile umuntu inkinga yakhe. It's a him problem. That's the
that part is.
That's a him problem because the moment you start saying, okay, uchite because of 1, 2, 3, I did 1, 2, 3, uzohlanya. Stefan straight.
But
You must live by innocent until proven guilty.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, this, yes.
Thank you.
But your guts will tell you.
Yeah, your gut will tell you. That's why don't look for unhappiness.
It's not about looking, guys. That's the problem. You think people go around looking good house cheater. No, you can feel it. You know when your person has a person. Yes, you might not tell it immediately. It's okay.
Because now,
and then today you know.
Prevention is better than
Jabula kakhulu mechita.
I was here.
So can I ask a question?
Akusha imali.
Legacy, can I ask you a question? Have you been
You coming
cheated?
for me tonight, no?
No, I'm not coming
Yeah,
for you.
you
I'm
coming
just
for me.
asking
I see
questions.
you. I see you from
I'm just
afar.
asking questions.
Okay,
Have you
ask
been
away.
cheated?
Ask away.
Have you been have you been cheated on before, and how did you find out?
I can write a book. Where do I start? So the friends are the ones you must watch out for, nah? Because you're worried about the
Facts.
careers and that the friends are the ones. And they do it in a very subtle
And
way.
sisters.
Oh, sisters.
Sisters.
I
Trust me
know.
on this one.
I know that one was close to home. Your sister.
Yeah. So
Stepsister,
that's why
actually,
we
but
have to
yes.
Ah,
prevent
shame.
all
Now
of
I feel
that,
for you.
all of those
That is
flirty
bad.
jokes, because they're gonna lead on to cheating. That's what we're basically saying.
And her excuse was Ngia Papa. Mind you, I'm a quiet person at home. She said Ngia Papa. And I was like, Papelad. It's just that people hate honest people.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. But I'm sorry about that. That is so. But like I say, there's different. Hot water on the stove.
I'm not sorry. I'm glad she revealed her colors. Now, can we go and deal with her? So
Yeah.
Nizoboshwa,
Me, the only
bafethu.
way I want to deal with her is being richer than she is, Shem. Yabona
Yes,
there,
baby.
I know
Yes,
That's
God
the
girl.
gave me
way.
a
Yes.
brain, and that
Mm.
brain, it's working. I can see it. She hates it when I strive, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got you where I want you to be. Watch out, my sister.
Mm.
She may get all the men she wanna get, but me, nah,
okay,
I will
now
focus on the money.
sorry to divert. Now I want to know: do you think they'll ever reach a point where you will actually forgive her for that?
There's no forgiving.
No.
Akujolelwanga wena
The
pha.
problem
Yes, you
is,
have
I
to
would have
forgive at
forgiven
some
her.
point. But just don't
You
forget
see,
it.
I would
Learn
have
from it.
forgiven her.
No, I'm
Listen,
asking
listen. Can you
Shams.
just
This
listen?
is for Shams. This is Shams'
Can you
situation.
listen?
I'm not my stepsister and Jordan and my
I would
boyfriend.
have forgiven her. I
Mm-hmm.
would have
Under
forgiven
what
her. But the
circumstances?
problem is, when her boyfriend was asking me out, I didn't tell her. I told my friend, I'm like, this guy, one, no two, no three. And I don't want him. And I don't want my sister finding out this because it's going to break her heart. Yabo. And I told the guy that what you're doing, it's wrong. Because of one, no two, no three.
Was
She's my
this
sister,
before
and you
or
know that
after
we
she
live in the
cheated
same
with
house.
your
We eat
partner?
in the same plate. Yabo.
Was this
And then
before
after
or after
that was
the
before she
incident?
cheated with my partner.
Okay.
And then after she cheated with my partner, she kept it a secret without thinking I don't know. Worst part, she was cheating using my phone for starters. My data, secondly, the data that I strive and I pandela for myself. Yena uyayithatha idatha lami uchitha nomuntu wami. And the worst part, ne,
Yo,
it was my
Sabaga.
first boyfriend. My first boyfriend. I was in matric, for God's sake. That was my first time dating.
And how?
2021. I
Okay.
dated late. She knows that I don't like guys. I fear heartbreak. She did it because she wanted to hurt me. That's why I will never forgive her. God forbid he may take me to hell for this, but I'll never forgive her because when they asked her friends,
How is your
why are
communication
you
now?
hurting your sister?
Does she
She
know
says, I
this?
want to hurt her for what?
Does she
Oh, she
know
thinks
this?
I
Or
don't know. She thinks I'm stupid.
Have you guys ever discussed it?
She thinks I'm stupid because she knew the guy. She told me the guy liked me. She encouraged me to date the guy. And after that, just so that she can take him. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, if ubumfunu guy, why ungajwelanga naye wena? Like, you take him for yourself. Because, you know, I was like, I was asexual. I don't want to date anybody, but she pressured me. Date him, date him, date him. I ended up dating him, and then,
Was this a
okay,
friend?
things are getting okay. And then when you decide to take him just because uti ufunu liar, I saw.
Was this a
I'll
friend?
never forgive her for
I
that.
get loyal Shem she
No, she's my
deserves.
sister.
Sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, step.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Oh.
we like there's no such thing as stepsister. It's either your sister or it's not your sister. Like,
I
like
step, they step. And you treat them like that. Step.
I really can't.
when
The
I,
worst part, I love her like my sister. I would never I don't treat her like my stepsister. Everybody knows I love her
exactly.
like my sister. Like I don't care if we were not born from the same mother and same father. That's fine. But I treat her like the best way. If she needs me, I'm always there for her. When people say bad things to her, I always make sure that she does not doubt herself. But she could do that to me. And I was like, okay, sharp. I don't treat her
What's your
differently.
age
I
difference?
just said, she's 1 year older than me.
Sure.
No, but
Because she's 22 and I'm 21.
that person deserves all the karma coming her way, Shem. But anyway, Nyam's on. So
But I
anyway,
really,
Guys,
I really wish you heal from it, eh? I really wish you heal from it. Don't carry it with you.
yeah, don't. It's not
I
worth
really
it.
hope so too,
It's
because
not worth it.
Mina
it's
ngaqala
not.
ukujole college ke mina ngizange ngijole
Wait. You are 21.
Yes.
Why?
I
It was
turned
just a
21
learning.
last month.
It was just a learning curve, when I tell you.
Don't
There's gonna be many.
more to
Yeah,
There's gonna
come.
be many more.
no, there mustn't be many, but it was.
There's
It was
going.
I
There's
got
going.
to
come.
There's going to be many more.
forward.
I'm here.
Shamsi, you must listen
And
to
I'm
me.
dating.
Yes.
Was that pun
Must
intended?
must listen to me very well. There's going to be many more.
No, there's not going to be many
Exactly.
Wait, can I
more.
finish, guys? Can I finish? There's going to be many more. If you can be clever about how you're going to date, you may evade certain bad apples.
Okay, we rebuke the many, Mona.
We rebuke bats. As long as you know.
See, I say enjoy as much as possible in this life. Where you only live YOLO. YOLO.
Don't listen to
Like
Kanye. Don't listen to
YOLO.
Kanye. Don't listen to Kanye. Don't listen to Kanye.
Iba realistic, my son. Living in the Delulu doesn't help. Hey, bazokugila bafana.
You see, living in the Tululu, in Mina, I'm
Yeah, I
32 years
can. Yeah,
of age.
nani
Ngalale
nani
emakhaya.
nizanigila.
Asifuni
Africa
ukulala.
Shamina 32 got Jola, and in all my Dilulu Shemaruana lie to you, it's made me a happier person. This thing
No,
of you can't police a man. You can't.
Yeah,
you're not
no.
policing. You are just living in the real world, Sana.
The
You're
real
not
world
policing.
is
And
my career. The real world is every other
and
sphere of my life
relationships
with you.
involved
The
too.
relationship is my little bubble, and let me live in my little
That
bubble.
little bubble will make you sleep in bed for 1 week, sick, not knowing what's wrong with you. Let's be realistic, guys.
When it
Relationships.
happens, I will deal
But
with it.
Kanya, you
Ngingena
can
lapho
also say that we are
ngizosukuma
also
ngizithithe
delulu because Nati, we have our standards and we look for these things. Yeah, but you can also say that we are delulu and we are happy the way that we are because most we are looking, we see these things. And from my perspective, I think that prevention is better than cure. Yeah, but so when I do see
How do you prevent
these
heartbreak?
people
Tell
are
me.
joking and they are
No,
flirting.
I
So
want to
now,
know what's the prevention for heartbreak? The
There's no
standard
prevention.
prevention.
for
Exactly.
example,
So then
you can
why
see.
are you going through the
Wait,
stress?
Talo, you asked me a question. Let me answer.
Mm.
So now, my prevention for cheating, yeah, but which goes back to what do I consider as flirting in a relationship? Yeah, well, if you're flirting with somebody, yeah, but like or joking around with somebody, or with the what do you call it? Matching line, the security
Matching
guy.
line.
If you are like flirting with that guy, to me, I'm gonna be like, hey buddy, hey my love, I don't like what you did. Yeah, but and if you keep doing that, poof, actually that is the prevention itself. Me telling you, hey, I don't care if you were joking or it was like in a friendly, non-romantic way. I'm gonna tell you, good man, no man, I didn't like this, yeah, bro. And then that's the prevention, basically.
So, do you guys
So
agree?
that's prevention of all forms of heartbreak in a relationship. Guys, let's be
Kanya,
honest.
It's
There is
prevention
no
for
prevention to
cheating,
heartbreak in a relationship. If that thing is
not for
gonna end in
everything,
tears,
just cheating.
it will end in tears. And
Kanya,
then when the tears come,
Kanya,
you will cry. And if the
Kanya,
tears come,
Kanya.
you will cry.
Kanya, can I, Kanya, Kanya,
Yes.
can I ask you a question? Would you agree with me if I were to say to you, men fight temptation every day? Would you believe that?
Yes.
Yes.
Because women
Okay.
do too.
Every minute, if I open my
Every
Instagram,
Let
human
him
being.
cook. Let him cook, guys. Let him cook. He's
There's no
talking.
ingredients.
There are ingredients, guys. So, this is what I keep saying. Sorry. This is what I keep saying. If you are intentional with your movements and what you want in your life, you are going to evade certain people that are going to waste your time. I mean, you have to interrogate someone. Look at where they come from, what do they stand for, what is their purpose, like direction. Just have some direction. And I'm not saying Guti, it's absolute. Yes, people can cheat even when they are in a good relationship for whatever reason. I don't know what makes that happen, right? I don't know why people find themselves in those situations. However, for women, you have the power to be intentional. Also men too, but women, you hold the keys to procreation. That is one of the most valuable, one of the most valuable commodities in the dating market.
in South
So
Africa's
if you are going to be as careless as if you're going to be careless about it or be
As careless as
nonchalant,
Bani, name and shame. What's this?
no man. If you're going to be nonchalant about who you let in, you are going to learn the hard way. Unfortunately, you are going to learn the hard way. Because let me tell you, currently right now, women that are above 35, and that are single are going to struggle to find a compatible partner. And finding a partner must come from your early age. Maybe let's say 27, 28. By that time you must know that this is the person for me. And you must make sure that he's intentional with you.
100%.
And if you go through that age just having fun, just know that no one, when you are 30 and above, is going to want you that way. Trust and believe me.
Suka.
I'm telling you.
Amanga now, that's lies. Stop. Now you shining on the floor straight.
Listen to me,
Right
guys.
here, man.
How?
What do you mean he's shining on the floor?
Who are married,
Listen.
There is no way.
Everyone is
after
triggered.
Shata every 10 years.
How? Stop. Don't tell us lies.
Giving wrong advice.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry,
let's
but this
attend
thing
them
of
guys.
no one will look at you guys. Now I'm sorry, I've had aunts that will get engaged 6 times in a year.
How?
Okay, let me ask a
There's
question.
no age limit for love. You can find love
Okay,
at any
Yeah,
age.
there
let's
isn't.
do a
You
survey.
guys
Let's do a
didn't
quick
get him.
survey.
He was saying
Namanje
it's gonna find out.
next
It's
month
gonna be.
umshado
Listen,
waka
guys.
Okay,
Listen,
let's do a
guys.
quick survey.
He's saying.
Let's
He's
do.
saying. What he's saying is that
Okay,
it's gonna be harder to find a person like
okay,
in that
No
situation.
lies.
okay. Let's
What
do a quick
It
now?
survey.
can be hard to
Forever gonna
find a
be
person in your
hard.
20s,
Okay, let's
depending
do a
on
quick
how you
survey.
value yourself.
Let's do a quick survey right now.
Okay.
Watch and learn. Legacy. Are you above 35?
Why are you asking me silly questions?
Come on, play with me. Just play with me for a second.
You see, now I started something else because
And
now
by the way,
the
guys,
time is getting quiet.
connect with him for a moment.
Okay, let me go to Kanya. Kanya, are you above 35?
I'm almost there.
But when you were married, I can't do a survey with you. You were married, fella. When you are married. So you don't count in this survey. Wait, Kanya. When you don't count.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
sitting next to
Kanya.
somebody who's 35 and has
Wait,
been married
Kanya.
twice.
Wait, Kanya. Wait, Kanya. When you don't
Okay,
count,
so
you can't speak.
yes,
Okay, do the survey with me. Do the
Kanya,
survey
mani.
if nobody else applies. Do the survey with me.
25.
Okay. Okay, are you 35? Are you above 35 legs?
Yes.
Were you married? Or you married?
Married, widowed. What else do you want to know?
You don't count. Bubbles, we are coming to you now.
No, I'm here.
You
No
don't count.
mom, man.
Bubbles, are you over
I'm
35?
25.
The people that are here don't count in this survey. So you guys need to understand something. This is what you need to understand, guys. This is like on a
Okay,
serious
let's ask you the question. Are you 35?
Yeah, I'm above 35.
Okay, you married or single?
I'm married.
Okay. So what's the next question? What were you gonna ask?
So it's different for men and women.
Why?
You know why? Because you guys hold the key to coitus and we hold the key
Why, boy, let's not go there again.
I'm telling you, it's the truth.
Keys. Oh, okay.
Kuyanitshela kanjalo sizondlisa ninye thina.
It's fine.
Ufanele yini umfana?
But you guys need to understand something. You guys hold the power to coitus. We hold
We
the
hold
power
the
to
key, but you
relationship.
guys break into the bank.
No,
Exactly.
yeah, what? That is
What?
great.
No.
That's great.
You'll break in and leave and go to the
That's
next
great.
bank.
You'll steal the money and you leave.
Exactly. They lie. These men pretend like they're the Prince Charming. They're knighting. Hey, you guys, you know. You're lying. All of you are lying. Because men think ukuthi bona their life starts at 40. So they're going to play anyone below. Yes.
No,
That's the problem with you,
okay.
men.
That's wrong because our life actually starts from as soon as you are out of like high school. That's when your real start. Like you start
But you're
laying your
not,
foundations.
you're still wet behind the ears that time.
How?
Wait, why is
A little
Bubbles
bit- no, buddy.
Bubbles, why are you singing?
By
Yeah.
choice, because men are underwhelming
Why?
these days.
Wait,
Because
wait,
men are
wait.
underwhelming. I haven't found anyone that has made me feel happy. That's why I'm
Wait,
single.
did you date someone before?
Yeah, I've been
What-
dating since I was
what-
17.
Yeah. Let me not go further. It's fine.
I mean, my advice to younger people will always remain the same. Establish yourself, find yourself,
Yes.
find who you are first before you make a commitment of marriage.
Yeah, not
Don't
through
let
coitus, God.
don't let these men threaten you ngokuthi angeke
Yes.
Ayikho vele mina ngikholela lento you can
ayikho
find
leyo
love
nto
at any
because that
time.
very same man that's telling you ukuthi angeke ushade uzobe umbona uba umfazi wakhe besimazi lo muntu lo bekashayibe eClub 88 nomzali wami
Kahle.
Kanya,
Madam aba
are you
yi-born again.
Kanya?
Sebamthole
Are you
esontweni.
are you
Sekajabula
Hey,
like act
nani
like
njena, nani,
Kanya? Are you
nani.
advising Bubbles to experiment coitus? Is that what you're advising?
definitely
And please
Oh.
don't date a man that flirts with you, Bubbles. A man
yes.
must approach you nicely.
What?
Okay.
What? What?
mina I say experiment
That's a bad advice, niggas.
It is not bad advice. A man that flirts is not serious.
don't stay in a
What should he do
relationship
then?
just because when usabe ukuthi yeah your body count is going to increase but you're not happy phuma lapho
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let that body count rise to the
and
top.
after you get out of that relationship and you
Yes.
find somebody else that
Kanya.
speaks to your soul ngena mntakababa
Yebo. Uzongishada ongishadayo. Yebo.
leyo ukuthi you're gonna be there holding out. There are some people who have been virgins up until they are 42 and I don't know, tell me what has virginity done for them gay if they have
Nothing.
Besides
Hey,
cobwebs.
Kanya,
Wow.
Kanya,
Oh.
Kanya.
I'm asking a genuine
Yeah, Kanya. You can't
We're
advise
speaking for
women.
friends, that's all.
How?
You
Speaking
can't
for a
advise
friend.
women. Wait, guys. Are you saying this is advice for young women?
yes
They
These are not
Lulu.
young women.
No, they do Lulu. They do
No,
Lulu.
no,
The advice she said was I should build myself and know what I
Yes.
want. That's what I
Uh-uh.
heard.
so while you are building
Remember,
yourself
Bubbles.
lento le
Bubbles.
ayizipapa mntakababa
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Remember, Bubbles. This is
No,
what
this
I
is
asked.
kind
Yeah?
of funny. No.
Don't
This
take
is what I
Bubbles. Don't
Bubbles.
take advice from a guy.
Bubbles.
Period.
I won't.
Bubbles.
Because a guy is not on the
Bubbles.
same level as you.
let me give you an example now of
Bubbles.
why you
Bubbles.
can't
Wait,
take
wait, Kanya, wait,
why
Kanya,
you
wait,
can't take
Kanya.
advice from a man.
Kanya,
Wait
Kanya,
until
Kanya.
the star. Why you
Woman,
can't take
Kanya,
advice
woman,
from a
Kanya,
man when
woman,
a bubbles?
When I've been telling
I will
women
give you
to
I
go
will
and sleep
give
around. Man, man, Kanya.
I will give you an example.
Yo,
Then I've had a situation whereby I was going to see my in-laws. I was wearing trousers, and my person said, "Urai tunje babe." But guess what? Bengekho right nje, and I knew it. If I had listened to that man and went there wearing trousers,
but you can't make your
he would be
No,
the one
that's not
making
the same
noise about
situation.
the fact that I'm
It's
wearing
not the same
trousers.
situation. Yeah.
Kanya, yo, that situation does not represent men. Please, Kanya, man.
I'm just
Now,
letting you know that
well,
men
no,
can
no,
advise
no,
you
no,
one
no,
thing
no,
and then masekle phambili.
no,
As
no,
I
no, no,
bara
But
now
we can
why?
also advise you the right thing. You understand?
So this is a question I asked. I asked Kanya to do you mean they should explore using coitus? You said yes. That's what she
Yes.
said. And I'm asking you, Bubbles, wait here, Kanya. I'm
Didn't
asking
build
you,
coitus, build
Yeah.
yourself up also.
No,
Fine.
let him cook.
Wait,
Let him
Kanya.
cook.
Build yourself up part.
Bubbles, are
Yeah.
you willing to explore coitus?
Cha.
Oh,
But
okay.
Tunganisho, like we take advice. You take what you take and you leave what you don't take.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
Yes.
It's fine.
If you don't want to use coitus, my darling, that is beautiful too. Don't think
How?
that makes you any less. But what I'm saying
Exactly.
is, the advice I would give is build yourself up. Number one, if you feel like you need dating experience, don't unganqandwa izinto ezikhulunywa ngabo star khona manje.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to have at least
Listen,
4
listen.
boyfriends.
Even
What you
even what
want,
Legacy
do
said
it.
How are you
was
gonna find
Legacy
a
said
husband if you don't
wait,
date?
Exactly, I have to date.
wait. The advice Kanye is giving to Bubbles is the same advice I was referring to. Because remember, I was telling you guys, Gutman, we set our foundations as men. We set it on our 20s. Gutman, okay, now we are building, we are trying to find ourselves. And Nengyungugu Legacy was like, no man, I'm still wet behind my ears. But then Nengyungugu, how can Ukanya say that to Bubbles and it makes sense? But then when I said it, it doesn't make sense.
Double
Because
standard.
men don't mature
It's double
very
standards,
young.
dude. It's
Double standard. Double
No, men
standard.
mature late in life.
And me,
Fine.
What's
fine.
wrong with
Me, can
maturing
I say
early,
this?
Kingoku? If you have a choice, Mus, it's a choice to be mature.
Shamizi.
No,
Don't listen
but
to this.
you
Don't
said
listen to Kanya.
wait,
Shamizi.
can
Hey.
I say this? I find all this thing contradictive because men say they want women with a less body count, but then that same men who said that cannot even afford that woman, and then since we are called gold diggers.
What
That's
do you mean
offensive.
afford?
So I believe that
Because
what someone has told me, they say men should just pick a a woman at your price range. Not that women are expensive, wara wara wara. It's because you are afford it. So you as a man afford what you can, because there are women with
No, I've
principles,
got this one.
and there
I've
is
got the
nothing
answer.
wrong with them.
Star.
There are women with I believe women can be whatever they wanna be. If you saying like
I'm not
Kanya
denying
is
that.
saying, if you want to just enter relationships, they should be allowed to do such things, because now, because like I'm talking about my generation.
Fed.
Men in my generation are utter rubbish.
You can't say
Our
that. Fed,
Rubbish
generation
and
honestly.
is doomed.
underwhelming. They think they're
No,
princesses.
no. You guys are referring to the
Our
ones that
But
generation
he's
is
right,
doomed.
because even if a man can afford 2 women, he must take what he can afford.
Wait, guys, can I
Anyway,
ask? Can I?
no,
Take what you
I
can
have an
afford.
answer for it, me. Because now think about it, guys.
Your
If now,
generation that can
obviously
now
you
tell
have
them you can take a
no,
woman's
no,
place.
Kanya, listen, look. Obviously, if the lady is like, she has all these standards, and now as a man, I have to like climb the ladder and reach those standards. That's what I was referring to when I was saying Ukutabana. We as men, I'm referring to as me. Okay? I have to start building like right now. Yeah, but Ukutibana, by the time that I reach the 27, 28, which Star was talking about, Ukutibana, at that age, I have to at least know who the main person is. Who am I gonna eventually spend my life with? So I can't be messing around right now. Yeah, but I can't really be messing around. I can mess around, but I can't be messing around more than I am productive. So
Mamela,
going
Ogutle Mamela, this is now what we are going to do now. I get it. We tried to play the nice guy. Let's turn the
We hit a
tables.
nerve.
Now
We
let's
hit a
turn the
nerve.
tables
Just
here.
coming back
Every
bulletproof.
time.
To all the men that are listening right now. If you
Ooh,
are young,
listen.
if you are very young, go to school, my guy. Get yourself educated, and make sure that you are in a career learning position, so that when you start making money, by the time Bubbles is ready, you must play and leave.
Where is he playing? Because I won't even give him the ball to play on. We don't do that here. I don't play with men. Abafuna ukudlala
I'm
mina.
not saying you specifically, Bubbles. I'm not saying you
Hey, now I'm talking for the
specifically.
girls my
me,
age.
I have
I'm
an
talking
answer for
about girls
Shams.
my age.
Sadly,
I'm telling you
I have
guys.
an answer for
So
sadly,
why
Shams.
did we touch a nerve? What's wrong?
Because
I get it when we try
that's
to
already
advise, you guys
happening.
don't want to listen.
But we
Shams
Shamsi,
can't
all
Sadly,
play the
that's
advise from
game.
you
already
Shamsi, do you remember
guys.
when?
Let's all play
Wait,
the game there.
Hence I'm saying
Shamsi, when
when
I
you
That's
take
listen,
already
advice, you take
happening
what you
though.
take and you
Men
listen,
leave
now
what
don't
you
even want to
don't.
go work.
Shamsi,
It's
Men
cool.
now
That's
you
a
were
don't
good
even
saying,
want to
you
go
were
advice.
work,
saying
but
that
it's in the Bible that men
if you
should be
guys take care of
providers.
yourselves, and then by the time that if you guys take care of yourselves, yeah, well, as women, and then when you do want to have like a partner, you saying that most of the men won't be able to like reach your standard or afford you. Yeah, but
No.
That's
no,
a fact. Mina, I'm
Imagine,
saying that because
imagine
listen, yeah,
you are
but
no
married to a
matter
woman
how
I'm
that
well
answering,
you
has.
I'm
treat
answering
yourself,
Shamsi
you're
now.
always
Yeah,
gonna
but
find a
Don't
shitty
wait,
say
man,
that,
a
Sadi.
man
5 star.
who does
No.
That's
nonsense.
not what she said.
Let me answer. Yeah, but so if you guys allow me to continue, yeah, but so if you girls like keep yourselves intact and keep yourselves like maintenance on your own self, yeah, but having a man doesn't mean that now all of that maintenance that you've been doing has to be passed on to me. No, alogo, it
How?
means
Can I
You
ask
see
a
what we're
question?
dealing
How are
with.
you
You
going to
see what
know?
we're dealing with, star. How what guys?
Let me,
How are you going to
guys,
know?
guys,
Legis,
can I just continue?
I would love to assume that you wouldn't want a your child, your boy child, to get married to someone that has been around the block. I doubt you'd want
No,
that
Nobody
they
for your
does as
own
wouldn't.
much
child.
as
Wait,
women.
Oh,
guys,
but
wait,
listen,
guys.
guys. So at the end of the day, here's the thing, right? People are gonna choose who they want to choose.
It's fine, but would you want that for your
Facts.
child?
I can't choose for him.
No.
No. I
Exactly.
understand that part. I'm asking, would you want that for your child?
I want
No.
somebody that's going to make him
Oh, okay.
happy.
No, that's not what
And
I'm
her
asking,
past
Legis.
is her past. I can't
No,
judge her.
Thank
Legis.
They good.
No,
you.
They good
Thank
at
Legis.
you.
avoiding
Legis,
questions.
wait.
Get these
The
ones.
question is, would you want that for your child?
But I'm telling you my answer. Why are you objecting to my answer?
Wait, but you're not answering what I asked you.
What don't I
Mina,
want for my
yes.
child?
Okay, I'm asking you, would you want your child to be married to someone that has been around the block?
Mm.
Hi, book guys.
Okay, first of all,
It's a yes
if
or
I
no
had a
answer.
son, can I
Yes.
answer
It's a
that?
yes and
Can I
no.
answer that? Can I answer
Yes.
that? Can I answer that?
Okay.
Your child's partner's sexual life has nothing to do with you.
It's a
Amen.
yes and no, Kanya. It's a yes and no. It's
What
a
does
yes
No.
and no.
no? You can't have an
Hello.
opinion
It's
on
a
your
yes or
child's partner's
no,
It's a
sexual
yes
life.
and no,
Yes.
Wafit.
They can
What?
date whoever they want. Yes.
Why are you having an opinion on the sex life of your child's
No, but
partner?
you're not answering the question, guys. The
Can I
question
give
is
you
simple.
5 seconds?
Okay,
I
let
give
me
you an
tell you. If my
example.
son is also a person who's been round the block, then
No,
cheating,
Yes.
Kanya, you are changing the
guys.
question.
Okay.
Like, this is
The
Let me
question is
Give an
simple.
Let him
example.
ask the
question.
question, guys. Let him ask the question.
The question is, would you want your boy child to be married to a woman that has been around the block?
I
That's the
don't care.
question.
How would I know
Okay.
she's been around the block?
You
What
let's
if
say
he
you know.
did
Let's say you
know,
know.
Alogo?
Okay, but I
Let's
don't
say you know.
care.
But it's not my
Anandaba.
business.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know how else you want the
Nah,
question answered.
that's
I
not
Can
an
I
don't
say
care.
option.
Let me give
something?
an
Yeah, you
example.
only have
PG,
Can I
big
say
plots to
something?
example.
take. It's
PG,
either yes
Can
or
I
it's
say
a no.
something?
big example. Big example. Listen
Can I
quickly.
say
No,
something?
Here's an
guys, this is
example.
yes or no.
Here's an
2
example,
boxes to tick.
guys. My
Yes.
No,
my
legacy. No,
stepmom.
no, no.
Guys, hold
There's
on. Let me give you an
two. There's
example.
two questions.
Okay, guys, can we let legacy thing?
Right. So my stepmom, right, had kids out of wedlock and married my dad and obviously had kids. They had kids together. When one of the sons, one of my brothers, was marrying a woman that had a child out of, obviously, before she got married from somebody else. And my brother fell in love with this woman and he was going to marry. They are married now. But at the time when they were getting married, my stepmom was calling her all the names under the sun, forgetting that she herself was married with 2 children. So at the end of the day, as women, we know our struggles. And we're not going to judge the next one unless you are inhumane and you can't realize that women go through things. So if my son comes home with a woman that has a child or that's been around the block, like you say, I'm supposed to know, I would then hope that he loves her enough so that she doesn't ever need to feel unwanted or unloved. And does that make sense to you now?
Okay, let me switch it around for the last time.
Oh, gosh.
Let's say your boy child is married to his wife, right? No problem, granted. And then you find out that she's cheating on your son.
That's
Are you
different.
go?
And I'm going to
Wait,
moor her.
wait, guys, wait, relax. Are you going to tell your son about what you found out?
And I'm going to moor her.
Yes.
Huh? What?
I'm telling.
Oh, okay. Legacy, are you telling?
I'm
Can I
mooring
say
her.
something quickly?
Yeah.
Can I say something quickly? Can I say something?
Yeah,
I
say
heard
it.
a question saying, would you want your child dating someone? I heard a question saying, would you want your child dating someone who sleeps around? I feel like if that child is sleeping around also, it's a fair game. And coming to this, when put Star said something up to the men, to the young men, you are very unfair for doing that, because half of the time women keep themselves pure and whatnot, but they get unpure men. As a woman, I don't want an unpure guy, but can I ask you a question? Are men today pure? Can you tell me that you will find a guy who has never been sleeping around with other women? Let me answer that for you.
Yes.
No. So if
Yes.
men cannot keep
Yes.
themselves
Right,
pure,
boy. It's not a
I would
rhetorical
also,
question.
females also should
Shamis.
not keep
Yes.
themselves pure.
Wait, Shamis, wait.
Wait,
You're
what?
asking men again. You're asking a question.
Let her
Yeah.
finish submitting her
Yes.
question, then you can answer. Nina, you get angry when somebody
No, Alo, she
But
posed a question. We answered.
she was still carrying on, and it for a reason to fully
Alo,
expatiate on her question.
she actually answered her own question.
Because she's right.
It was a rhetorical
Unless you're
How
talking
can she
about
be right though?
3-year-olds.
But then it's
Let's
a
not
question.
and that
lie.
means it was
Let's
a
not lie
rhetorical
here. Like,
question.
I'm saying my generation is doomed for a reason. I've seen things out there and I've experienced things that as a 21-year-old should not be experiencing, but I've experienced disrespect from a man. I've experienced all those things that my mother is supposed to be experiencing at her age, but I experienced them at a young age. And then you come here, you'll act as if you're like high and mighty. Mighty for who? High for who? Because you are the same men who say women should be pure, but you're the same men who cheat with multiple women, giving me gonorrhea, super gonorrhea. Why do you think those things exist? It's because of men. And you can't tell me a woman cheated first. You
Okay,
cannot tell me that
can
because
I ask
that
a
is
question,
not
Shamis?
true, and you know it deep down.
Can I ask you a question, Shamis?
Okay, you can
When
ask
you
a question.
say
Yes,
when you say
please.
your generation is cooked, you mean both men and women?
Yes,
Wait, Babus,
because
wait, Babus.
factually speaking, I say yes because for starters,
Thank you for being
women
honest.
are now normalizing cheating, which is very painful because I still don't want to normalize that nonsense. But we're
Yes.
normalizing it because it's becoming a norm for men to cheat on women and be like, "Aye, it's tembu." It's tembu nonsense. The only
Yeah,
reason why there
Bo.
was
Wait,
tembu was
wait,
Shaya
wait.
allowed
Konasis.
for starters.
Okay,
Dale
guys, wait.
Bubbles.
Istanbul was
Wait,
wait. Can I say
wait,
something quickly
I
before I
have.
forget? Istanbul was only allowed because the men in the olden days used to go for armor wars and they used to die. And let's say they leave a family behind. That's the only time gay the other men were like, you know what? Let me take this one as my wife so I can take care of her. Istanbul was not created so that you have multiple men and multiple women only. It was created due to war reasons. And Nina now you're like making it as if it's fashion. Hayi ngumZulu mina ngizosithatha isithembu. Isithembu is a foot. Isithembu was
Okay,
taken in the days
I
of
have
Okay,
wars.
please 5 star. I've got this one.
Okay.
So Shamsi, you remember when you said Kutibana, our generation is cooked, right? And then when 5 star
Yes,
asked
I
you
do.
Kutibana both genders, you said yes, meaning that even
Yes.
though Wena Shamsi yourself is not cooked or like toxic, whatever. Yeah, but so that also applies to males as well, but not all of them are cooked. There are some people like you. Yeah, but and then going further to the polygamy yakho. To the polygamy, I'm gonna go back to your other statement when you said Gutibana, there are women or females that keep themselves or like pure, yeah, but
Pure.
which means
Yeah.
Gutibana, and you know that Amazulu they actually like, but Bakona there's actually like females that keep themselves like virgins, and then Ngengugu, those Zulu men who are like wealthy, which is what you were saying, Gutibana, the woman that keep
Pedophiles,
themselves
in other
pure.
words, because
Wait a look, the females that keep themselves pure, I mean proper and pure, are not afforded by the other males. That's when they come in. The ones that can afford Kengoku and the ones that can afford are unfortunately for you guys also married to another person. Then Kengoku, what's the problem?
No, can I wait?
Guys,
wait,
before
can
we
I
go,
answer
mean-
quickly before you
hello guys,
interject? Can I answer that?
Before we go further, can I just take the time to welcome Azande to the panel?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hi Azande, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good, thank you. In this conversation, has there been anything that jumped at you that made you want to say, you know what, I gotta be on this panel?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on this panel before. It's good to hear both sides of the
Okay.
stories, but the main thing that I mainly hear is that like it's always the men's fault. It's always the men's fault. It's always men taking accountability, but I never hear anything from the female side.
Which side?
Yeah, you living in a different world than us.
That's correct.
I'll give you
Like they
examples.
rarely
I'll
take
give you
accountability.
examples. since I've been on this live for about
Enlighten me.
5-10 minutes, you guys have said men in this generation are cock.
Both.
But then I asked, what about women?
We said both.
And then
Men and women.
you guys have this assumption that women can do whatever they want, but you can't have everything at once. You have to choose.
Asante bo ukuphi nkosi yami,
That's a
we
fact.
didn't
So
say
can
that.
men.
So
Wait,
I
no,
wanna,
let him
I
say what
wanna,
he wants to
And
say.
I
then
wanna.
But if you're saying
and
that, so
then
can men.
can I
Men have the assumption to do whatever they
yeah,
want to
men,
do.
men, men,
They
men,
have to
men, men,
choose.
men, men.
Shamsi,
Can I
No,
Shamsi,
finish?
if
Shamsi,
fine.
hello. Can you allow him to finish his submission?
Okay,
And then
sorry.
you were also saying about how men mature too late or whatever. It's just it's a matter of men are allowed to mature late. That's obviously not good in the long run, but it's reality. Females have a biological clock of when they can produce, and that obviously they get that how do I say, they get that reality check sooner than men. So that's why they, if you want to call it, maturing earlier than men. And also you said that in the Bible, someone said in the Bible it's quoted that men are meant to be providers. That isn't actually true. It says that anyone who does not provide for their relatives and especially for their households have denied the faith. It doesn't say specifically men, so it could be men or female.
So I
And
wanna use.
one more thing. The world we live in now, it's very modernized and technology and everything. And I like this quote because it's very true. Men will sacrifice their happiness for their marriage, but women will sacrifice their marriage for happiness.
That's true. So I wanna use
Makes it
a
so clear.
stat. I wanna use a stat. So apparently the ratio between men and women is about I think women about 51%, and then men are like 49 point something percent, right? And play with me for a second, please, guys.
We have
If
stats again.
listen. So if everybody marries each other, right? This means there's going to be that 1% that won't be married from with the women's side.
Hey, I
um,
think is not everyone is meant to find love in this
let me
lifetime. So
wait.
But that's how you can't give that analogy because you have
Wait,
Don't
families, you
threaten
have
me with a good
residents.
time, star.
And
Don't
please give
threaten
a
me with a
realistic
good
time.
time.
Allow me
Like,
to
you
finish,
can't say
guys.
that.
Allow me to finish.
Don't threaten us
Just
with
be
a good
realistic
time.
though.
So my question to you guys, especially the ladies, what should happen to that 1%?
We're gonna be
not
gay and lesbian.
everyone.
There is reasons why there's gays and lesbians, most. They're gonna become gays
Be
and
like
lesbians then.
Guys, at the end of
Everybody
the day,
deserves love.
not everyone is supposed to find love in this lifetime.
Love,
Thank
no,
you.
It's
everybody
true. Not
deserves
everyone is
love.
gonna get married, guys. Let's not like play
It doesn't
stupid.
mean they
Not
shouldn't
everyone is gonna
try.
find
We know
love.
that we know that not everybody's gonna get
But you
married.
can't force a
But it's not
person.
saying but they shouldn't be
You can't
trying.
force a person to get married.
Why
Why
must
not?
you
If
be
they don't
trying
want,
to
they
get
don't. You
married?
can't force them.
Why not?
So I'm gonna go back
Because
to
marriage
what.
is not an accomplishment.
Can I just come in there?
It's
Wait.
not.
It
Before
is.
Kanya,
Somebody
before you
who's
come
so
in, Kanya,
No,
It
it's
is.
not an
Kanya,
accomplishment.
Kanya,
It's
No, I've
before
in
you
been
come
my
in,
quiet the
eyes.
whole time.
Kanya, you are the moderator. You must be more quieter
No,
than
I'm
us.
not.
Oh,
Is the
You are the
moderator.
moderator. He's not here. He's not here.
Who is the moderator?
He's not here. He's not here.
he left the
Okay,
room.
so
He's
as the
not supposed
moderator, I'm saying all of you shut up and listen to me now.
No, man, Kanya, man.
And that is why men don't deal with
How?
females.
Wait,
So
man,
now what
Kanya.
I'm
So
saying is, as somebody who's been down this road, before I forget my chain of thought, ma'am, yeah, I will tell you now, marriage is not something that you seek out. Marriage is something when if it's meant to happen, it will happen. No matter how hard you seek it out, if it's not your time, if you're not meant to get married, it won't happen for you. That can't be something that yes, you may want to get married, you may align yourself with the manifestation of marriage itself, but that doesn't mean it's something that you should seek out. I don't believe you should be seeking it out. And it's a beautiful thing. It is a blessing. Don't let anybody downplay the level of blessing that marriage is. It is a blessing. But it's not a blessing that everybody will get to partake in.
okay, so
And why
Since you
it's
came
not
with
a blessing
stats,
that everybody will partake in. It's not something that you must live your life in anticipation for, to say, when my marriage, and then everything must come to a standstill. No, you can't stop living because you haven't gotten married yet. Keep living.
Yes.
So nobody's
Yeah,
saying
wait.
that.
Here's a stats. since you came with the stats, wait, can I say something? Since you came with the stats, you must check the stats on divorces. How many people have divorced? And then the saying that is going on right now, abantu abaningi bathi, I'm going to say it in Zulu and I'm going to say it in English. If people are getting divorced, mina ngisayaphi emshadweni? In other words, if people are getting divorced, where am I going to the
That's
marriage?
also the
What am
wrong
I
way
going
to
to
look
do
at
there?
it.
What if I get
That's
So
also
divorced?
the wrong way to
So
look
not
at
all
it.
of us look forward to marriage.
It
okay,
is a
wait,
wrong
guys,
way to
wait,
look
wait,
at
wait,
it.
wait. So this is what we need to fix here. Marriage is for society to raise boys and girls in a right way. That's the
Mm-mm.
purpose. Wait, guys, wait.
It's
The
to
purpose of
repopulate.
marriage is to make sure that girls and boys are groomed in a right way. Because right now we can see when a single parent is raising children, the behavior of those children somehow go left. Right?
Angeke.
This is the-
That's a
wait,
lie. No, no, no,
ah,
no, no. Even kids from
That's a
two-parent
lie.
household. That guy's nengakamina manga. Let's not
Two-parent
lie now.
households are
Let's
worse.
not lie. Let's not lie.
They're not
That's a
worse.
lie.
They're not worse.
guys,
Preachers' children do the
That's
worst
a
thing.
lie,
wait,
though.
wait,
You
wait,
lie,
wait,
like
wait.
even
So you,
And they come
so,
from
legacy.
two-parent homes.
No,
guys,
there's no
are you
way.
serious, guys? Are you
Because
are
now
you
No,
I
serious?
can
honestly,
even
Mina,
honestly,
can I say
you can't
something?
make a statement like
Can
that.
I say something?
Guys, let's
Guys,
not lie.
Yes, you
we are
lied
doomed.
because I was raised in both
We
issues.
are
I was
doomed.
raised with a stepmother and a father, but my
Yeah,
father
that's a
never
different
cared about
situation.
me. And then when I was
Wait,
with my father alone, when it was me with my father alone, my life was amazing. But when I started
so
living with
okay,
my
dude, like
stepmother and my
it
so
father, my
varies
life
from
was
one
yeah,
person to
spooky.
another.
so
It
you must
won't be the
understand.
same.
Exactly.
So
So you cannot make a statement without
Shemzi,
proof.
Shemzi, let's go here. Let's go here. Um, eh, situations like yours, most of the times they end up badly because why? The mother is not your biological mother, right?
Yeah.
And then wait.
Okay, mom.
So and in most cases, these things they happen, especially when there's another sibling that is not entirely blood related closely. That will always happen. Your situation is an exception. However, this is what I'm saying. You can check any study.
That is a lie. Stop
Listen,
lying.
Pabos, listen,
Hawo,
Pabos,
guys.
listen, Pabos, listen, Pabos. Marriage, its importance is to make sure that children are groomed in a right way for society. That's the purpose of marriage, guys.
Okay,
Whether
so
you
those
like
are
it
for the
or you
ones that
don't
want
like it.
children, right?
What?
But now you're lying. You're
Those are
lying.
for the ones that want marriage and that want children.
Sorry?
Those are for the ones that want marriage and that want children.
Why would you get married and not want children?
No, guys, don't be silly.
Oh,
The
guys.
stats that you're talking about, I'm saying for the question, the statement made that children need two parents.
Yes, they do.
What I'm saying is that the two parents is obviously the ones that want to get married and want to have children. There are people that don't want children and don't want to get married.
So okay, let's go here, Legis. So where I come from, this is something that I've seen for the longest of time. Most households are led by single parents, right? And there are kids that will come out right, and some will, most don't. There's high teenage pregnancy currently right now. There's a high rate of crime. There are so many
The
things that are
birth
going.
rate dropped actually
Yeah, when?
Last week.
now
Carry
in
on.
our
Yeah,
generation.
yeah. So yeah, it's fine. But I'm saying, if you go back in time where everything was normal and check now, you can see the difference. It's very big.
What
So
is
my
normal,
point,
Star?
Yes, when
What is
was it
normal?
normal?
gosh. Okay, guys, hear me out. Follow me on this
Okay,
one.
okay, let's
Follow me
play.
on this one. Follow me on this one. Like Legacy just said, when two parents are in the house or together, children have a better outcome in
That's a
life.
lie. Again, Amanga.
Okay, so now this is what we are going to do when Pabos. I wish Ancient, please have this topic tomorrow, so that we bring facts and everything aligned.
No, my thing is,
Wait,
kids
Pabos,
don't
wait.
wait. Before you talk, can I just put this point out? Kids don't need two parents. Kids need a
What?
happy parent, a
What?
happy
Yes.
parent.
No,
They
guys.
don't need, guys, you can have two
That's a
parents in the
fact.
same house, but
They are
you become
miserable.
dysfunctional. There are kids here
Yes.
who are
Just
coming
need a
from two parents
present
household.
parent.
Abab the mama drugs, day
That
in,
is
day
Guys.
so
out. You
true.
are
I
lying,
agree.
sir. You are lying. A parent,
Hey guys.
umntwana just needs a happy parent, not both
But
parents.
guys,
That
Hey
is
like
a
guys.
lie.
Hey
Ah,
guys.
you
guys,
guys
not
have to
mama.
understand
Present
that
parent.
Hey guys.
there's
Are you
like
saying
Always miserable
the
with
studies
both
that were done
parents.
on this topic? Are you
can
guys
I
saying the studies that were
can I
done
have
on this
an
topic are
opinion
lies?
about
Yes,
Yes.
wait first can I have an opinion about this now?
you can.
So what my opinion on this is that it varies from a person to a person, just like how parents can also vary. Some children can have a great parent, whether it's a single mother or a single father, and they'll be happy. Or both, like there's another alternative to that, which is the opposite. They can have a happy mother or a happy both single mothers or single fathers, and they turn out bad. Whereas another person can have a single parent or a single parent, and they can turn out fine. Yeah, well, it varies. And also with the married ones, you can have two parents at home and still turn out fine, but you can still have two parents at home and turn out badly. Yeah, well, that's not. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yes. Okay.
So what's the argument here?
5-star saying single parents raise bad children.
Power. That is a
No,
lie.
man,
It
Can I,
that's
can
not
I,
doesn't
can I,
true.
matter
can I,
who you rate. Oh, what guys, please
okay,
start.
can I read something for you guys? Children from two-parent households generally benefit from a higher educational attainment, financial stability, greater access to fatherly attention, and a strong emotional well-being, including less anxiety and behavioral issues due to the increased safety and support provided by two consistently present cooperative
Please.
caregivers. Research by figures like Melissa Kenny
I don't lie,
highlights.
Shane.
Wait.
Having two parents is
Let me
actually
finish.
better
Let me finish. Let me finish.
than one parent.
Wait, let me
There's nothing
finish.
better. Parenting doesn't have a rule book. As long as you are being raised right,
No,
that's
I'm
the
not
only thing that
talking about
matters.
parenting. Guys,
No,
Who
guys.
wrote
oh,
that article, 5-star?
Oh, guys, wait. I'm
Who
not
wrote
talking
that
about.
article?
Yeah, I'll check it after. Wait, I'll give you now. So my point here is, when a child is in a two-parent home, there are chances of survival, or in terms of their career, in terms of their behavior, how they're gonna turn out in society, becomes better than when they come from a single parent household.
lies.
And you can say it's lies, but these are the things that we watch on our daily basis. I come from
Lies.
Soweto, Sister Pablos. I come from Soweto. I
Lena,
know. Yeah, it's fine. Haven't you seen this behavior that is happening in Soweto?
Nina, I've seen,
Remind
let me
you,
tell you,
Soweto is the
there's
whole
a kid
world.
that I know
It's
from
the
a
whole
two
world.
household
No,
parent.
guys, I'm being specific.
Druggy. Their family is rich. The father is a transport driver. This kid is a druggy.
Yeah, you are talking
I'm from
about
a
one
single
person
parent
here.
household and I am fine. So you can't
Wait,
be saying ukuthi umntwana
wait.
has a better chance because there's two parents in the guys.
Okay,
That is a
let's
lie.
wait, guys. So you are talking about one person that you know personal that is a druggie that comes from a two-parent
So
household.
are you.
Wait, guys, wait. So now, give us at least 10
But
of
so
those
are
kind of.
you.
What do you mean?
How can I give you 10? I
Guys,
don't go
I just
around
read
doing
you
this.
something. Are you
Okay,
saying
that
these people are not there?
article, can I just say that article is wishful thinking? That is what
It's
it's supposed to
wow.
be,
Thank you.
but it
Okay.
is not the facts.
And
The
another
Okay.
thing,
fact is
guys, Soweto is not the whole world.
I
exactly.
didn't say it's the whole
Thank
world.
you.
I'm
But then
talking
that's what
about where I come from, guys. What?
Star.
You're basing
Ngicela
this,
ukukutshela
when
lawa
you're
manga.
basing the truth,
All
you are
right, cool,
saying this
guys.
is
No
the
problem.
truth because you are
No
basing
problem.
this on where
Five
you
Star
are
has a
from.
point. 5-star has a
No
point when he
problem.
says Gutibana, you actually benefit when there's two.
What are you
Because
benefiting?
like
What are you
because
benefiting?
let me explain it a little. Give me a chance. Because obviously if you have two parents at home, you have both the male and female energies around you. So as a person, everybody here on this panel, you have a male energy and a female energy within you. So if you have them around you from your start of your life, you are obviously gonna resonate better with the other gender. Let's say you're a female, you're gonna obviously resonate better with a male because you had male energy around you growing up. And then if
Okay.
you are a male and you obviously had a female energy around you, you're gonna resonate better with that. I don't know if you guys
Can I
understand that.
can I bring up someone like we all know? Do you know about Dineo Ranaka? The Ranaka family?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. Do you see Dineo Ranaka and Manaka? They don't want to get married because I don't know what's happening with them. They have this big, full, like male energy in the household. It doesn't matter. You are benefiting nothing. A person, as in guys,
Yeah,
in
like
this world,
please
we
give me
benefit
more
anyway.
more depth on what you are actually what's your point
What
exactly.
she's
Because
saying is that they come from a
Ibuya
home
was
with a present
was
father.
once a drug addict. Manaka udlela ukazini wakhe like izinto kuyagowa
It
kulo
doesn't
like
matter
I
ukuthi
said,
uphuma in a
ukuthi
one-parent
Yeah, they
household
come
or
from a home
two.
with both
It
mother and father
doesn't
very present.
matter. That doesn't determine ukuthi how you're gonna be successful in life. It doesn't matter where you come from, Bafet.
Thing,
Why are
guys,
we doing this
Okay,
thing
can I
within
can I
another
ask
thing
a
I ever
question?
like to add,
it's
another
about
thing I'd
the
like to
actual
add, that
person,
I'm not going to,
the
I don't
character
normally like to be
development, the
spiritual.
personality.
I don't
You
normally
know,
like,
because a
can
person
I just make a submission? And this time can you please not be interrupted for once? But I'm not normally a person that will bring in my religion or spirituality into the conversation. But one thing I will tell you, the destiny of a person is not determined by your individual planning. And no matter how much planning you can do, no matter how much you can throw into it thinking you are doing right by your child as a parent, at the end of the day, that person's destiny has already been written. The way this person is going to turn out will solely depend on them and God's plan for their
exactly.
life. So this thing of saying that somebody, because you're a single mother, because what, God will take a child from that single mother and make a bloody testimony out of that child. God will take a child from a two-parent
Which is
household and
what
still
I was
make a
gonna say.
testimony out of that child.
It's
All
not
of
really
these
about
things that we
money
want
or
to,
being
all these
successful.
things that we want to throw in to act like, yeah, single mother, here, double father, guys, hey, all of these things don't really matter. At the end of the day, you will not be raised in a way that God didn't agree. If
Yes.
you are raised in a certain manner, it means that's what God wanted for your life, because those are the tools that you needed to be the person that you are later on in life. All of this, we can sit here and blackmail each other all we like. But at the end of the day, the plan that God has for you, there's no plan that can be greater than that, regardless of what Star says, regardless of what Oguhle says, or Bubbles, or Kanya, or anybody. The plan that the Almighty has for you, there is no plan that goes beyond that.
This generation is cooked. Let me tell
And
you
I
for
just
free.
can I just have a good
How?
laugh, Kuku.
This
I just
generation is
want to have a
cooked.
good laugh first. Please
That's a
stop.
lie.
Please, everybody, can we just
Can
have
I
a good
dance?
laugh first?
Can I dance for the generation?
Yes, dance for
Can
the
I? Can I?
laughing
Can I?
also.
Can
We
I?
have moved
Can I?
so far
Not.
from
Come Kitty.
flirting. It is actually unreal.
You should have kept that man, man. You should have kept that
How?
Who
man.
You're
was
gonna make
that?
us laugh.
You should have kept that man. I wanted to hear what he
Who
wanted to
was
say.
that?
Can you please
No,
bring
he
back
does
this
this all
man,
the
guys?
time, guys. No, he always does this.
Oh, but
So,
going
so
back to the topic, Star, Lento Ikulumayo, there's no facts to it. I'm sorry. There is no facts to it. I don't
Like
believe in what you just said. Mm-mm.
I'm telling you guys. So
Oh,
this
he's
is what
back.
I'm saying.
And we're
Okay.
back,
Can I? Can I?
back
Oh, okay.
again.
Can we
Host.
give him a chance,
Can I?
please? I want to hear,
He's
guys.
gone again.
He
Give him a
does this
chance. I
all
want
the
to
time.
hear.
No, he does this all the time, Star. So
What does he
Okay.
say, Kanye?
he
So,
comes
so,
through and starts rapping.
so, I want to say this thing. Since you guys don't believe in what I'm saying, tomorrow when you get a chance, read up on two household parenting and single parenting. Read up on that thing. There are so
Guys,
many articles. Right? Wait.
Lord.
If you say I am wrong, I'm so wrong on this one. Give yourself time tomorrow when you find the time and go through. There are so many articles. There are so
my thing
many.
is when you
Wait,
just want to
Bubbles.
give praise to two
Wait,
household
Bubbles.
guys.
Wait, Bubbles. Wait, Bubbles. There's a reason why a mother and a father must be in the same household, especially when they are children. Because
Guys,
that
what
child
happens
has
to
to
father
wait.
figures? What
What?
happens to
That
those
article,
father
by the way,
figures?
was referred to
What?
white
What
people
happens to
as
what?
in
Like
America,
you can
not
have
in
father
South
figures. You
Africa.
don't need to have a father, biological father to raise you. Some fathers are
What?
dustbins. What
Are
I'm
you saying
saying
that
is
I must do stepchilding? Is that what you
I'm not
say?
saying you
No,
must
she's
do
not saying that.
it.
Okay,
What are you
but
saying?
An
I think
uncle
what
can be a
Star
father figure.
is
Your brother can be like you don't
Mr.
really
Star,
necessarily
No,
have
it
to have
doesn't
a
work.
father
It
figure.
doesn't
Like
work. Guys,
Mr.
it
baba
doesn't
Star,
work.
wako, baba wako.
You know,
I
It
think
doesn't
sister.
work.
Superstar
It doesn't
is
work.
Wait,
trying to
can I say
say is
something?
I mean,
that
Can I say
Shamsi said
something?
to us, Shamsi said to
Wait,
us that she's from
that
a
is referred to white people.
what?
When you're saying two household,
What?
two parent, it's
no,
referred to
you
white
can't
people.
even
When
Oh my
it's
know.
not a South
goodness.
African article,
Oh
that one.
my
It's
goodness.
not a South African
No.
article.
You
It's not
my
even about
goodness.
race or color or anything. Listen,
Oh
guys,
my goodness.
that is what is admired to be. It is what is desired to be.
It was
But
like that before, yes.
the life that we live, unfortunately, like Kanye says, dishes out all different types. And you have to make do with what you've been dished out.
Exactly.
It
But
is
guys,
a
we come from a
desired.
generation.
You like Kanye?
But we come from a generation where
Based.
we had two parents in the household, and all the stats that I counted were very, very, very low. And since we've moved away from that kind of a unit, and we've moved to single parenting, the rates are very high right now.
Every generation has its own problems.
Yes,
It's
be.
about generations now. Okay,
But it's the
no problem.
But you
truth.
Yeah,
just
so
said
No,
Shams,
there's nothing
generational.
abnormal. Everybody has.
Shams, it happens with every generation. There are people who are gonna not actually develop or be productive in life, and there are people who are gonna be productive in life. It's just how it is. People
It
who
has
turn out
nothing to
badly
do
and
with
people who
parents.
don't
Okay,
turn out
let
badly.
me ask another question, Pabus. Why do you see a significant difference between the township and the north?
Money,
Poverty.
resources.
Okay, cool, no problem. Now, most people in the north are married, right?
Who said?
And we can look it up. We
Let's
can
let
look it
him.
up.
Let's let him cook.
Okay, carry on.
We can look it up. It's fine. And
No,
most
speak.
people in the townships are not married. Do you agree?
Okay,
No,
what's your
man.
point? No, I don't
My
agree. But
point
what's your point?
my point is that you can see the difference in the children that are growing up in the north and the ones that are growing up in the township.
Wow,
Different
it's
resources, different
poverty.
stresses. It doesn't make sense, sister.
What poverty does what?
Poverty is a big contributor to different lifestyle. You cannot put North and Soweto in one
How?
sentence and expect people to be the same.
Okay, let me tell you something, Gesta. Someone
guys.
who's in Soweto, ne, uqedile matric, they are stressing about, oh my gosh, where will I get the money for college? Someone in the north is like, daddy and mommy got it. It's fine. So we have different
Nah,
stresses. Everyone
No,
in
guys,
life has
there's
different
enough SARS,
stresses.
That's
Bubbles.
not true.
Bubbles, there's enough SARS. Come on.
That
Come
can't be
Yeah,
on.
but
true.
Nesfasian, do
also
you know?
people in the
Do you
north
know
are
the health
shopping at
Nesfas gives?
Woolworths.
Do you
People
know
in
the health
Soweto are
Nesfas
shopping at
gives?
some
Guys,
ShopRite.
don't do that.
Guys, think about it. The
No.
people who have actually two parents, they actually can't really afford college or Ganye as the universities. For example, a person who has two parents, they can't afford a university because a university has so high rates. But then a person who doesn't have those parents who can afford, they get NSFAS and then they can
Guys,
go
niyazi
to
ukuthi
those
Nesfas yenza nani
universities.
kodwa? Has
Whereby a
anyone
person
used
who
Nesfas
can't.
No,
here?
we're
It
not
seems like
arguing
you.
with what. Wait, we're not arguing what NEFSAS does. I'm saying it's there. That's not the argument.
Guys, no, you can't
But
say
that's
just
not the
because it's there,
argument.
it's all good.
But that's not
You
the
can't do
argument,
that.
Bubbles.
I know.
What is
Phela
the
wena, the things
argument?
that you
Wait,
But
so
guys, we have
most.
equal opportunity to actually achieve our things.
Yeah, I know.
But then he said, well, he's
Yeah, we
talking
are
about
cooked.
Multi North, you were talking about someone who has
We are
money,
cooked.
right?
Listen, Bubbles, ne? We are cooked. This
No,
is
for
what I'm
me,
going
not
to tell
someone who
you.
has money and somebody who doesn't have
But then
money.
that's what he was trying to
No,
do. Njoba compare is South, in
You
North,
see,
I
I was not
mean,
talking about
Soweto.
money, guys. I was not talking about. I was talking about.
Oh,
I was talking about marriage
But then what did you say
households.
yes when
No,
I said they
wait,
have money and
wait.
resources?
Wait. I'm talking. The main point here, the argument here, it's still on two parenting households
Okay, so what
versus
is the
single
difference?
parenting.
Problem here
In
is
single,
if you
so
want
in
to
single
build
parenting, wait, guys. So in
one,
single parenting, we have noticed. Okay, let me talk about where I come from specifically. Single parenting is the outcome of the day on a daily basis. Our behavior in our societies has went to the pits. I'm telling you, most of us have a trauma of not growing up with our fathers. We are angry.
No,
We
I'm
have a
not
tr-
angry.
I'm not talking
I mean,
about
I'm,
you specifically, but
I mean, I'm speaking for myself.
general. But guys, in
Guys,
general.
stop
But now you're
blaming me.
contradicting
But you can't,
yourself.
is
guys. Are
talking
you
about
saying
him.
because on a bubbles you don't have that problem, so that everyone is like you?
When you saying that because when unenkinga you talk now ukhuluma ngokwakho. Not
But
everybody
most
has that problem
guys,
though.
okay, so why do women, okay, guys, why do most people complain about their traumas of not experiencing their father? Most people that have come from single parenting are complaining about their fathers.
And how many people have traumas because of
Because he
growing
was
up in a
supposed to be there and he was
two-parent
not there.
home and were
What?
treated like crap?
No, guys, I know. You know what?
But no,
He was
can
supposed
I
to
just
be
come in there,
there
my champ?
and he's not there.
Come
Why
in
create
there.
me if
Can
you're
you
not going to be able to take care of me?
welcome
That's
our
all.
new
Thank
person.
you. Thank you. There. My name is Twenga.
Hello, Twenga.
I stay in the Eastern Cape in a town called East London, and my brother that just spoke right now, a huge part of what he's saying, if you listen carefully, he's very accurate. We're not talking about individuals. We're talking about collective of people who grew with single parents. Now, when it comes to single parenting, I've noticed, because even in my community, I stay in the township, and I get many complaints. Many women, many mothers, when they have children at a young age, and then something happens with the father, and then they move on, and later in life find another man, they always used an apartheid financial system to groom or raise their children. Case in point, if one child, if the first child's father is jobless and the second child's father, let's say, works as a teacher or a cop, then you'd find that there would always be favors. The mother would always favor the one that has a father that has a financial impact upon her. So we can't, guys, just say that no, single parenting, even both parents at the household, they cause somewhat like the same stress. No, it doesn't work like that. Let's be honest and real with ourselves.
Guys,
Thank you.
who's raising these kids? Because in no way.
But that's both parents, Mos. You just made an example of both parents not having a successful way of raising a child, because you all said two parents, and in this case there are two parents. The mother is choosing the other child. Two parents are in a household. Did you hear what you say? You didn't
Yes.
say the mother was a single parent.
Let
You
me
said
cook.
two
Let me
parents.
cook, Glenn.
Two
Not an
parents is
answer
the
for what
main
they say.
issue
Listen,
here.
yes,
They
if
raised
you
the
listen
child
to
in
me,
the
Let
Sister,
other child
her
because
if you
finish
can
now.
listen,
Let her finish.
if okay.
two parents. There's no single parent there. The mother was a single parent. She met another guy. When she met another guy, now there's two parents in the household. And if the other child turns out to be a bad kid, it's because of those two parents, not because of the mother, because now there are two people in the house who can control the growth of these two kids, and they choose the other child over the other child. Those two parents are the problem, not the
Yes.
single mother. She's no longer a
Can
single
I
mother.
answer you
When
on it?
someone is legalizing her or helping her, she is no longer a single woman. She is now a woman with a partner, which means two parents also can raise a hlongandlebe of a child.
Exactly. Because
Shamsi,
why are you
Get you.
dating a person with
Shamsi,
a kid and then you're gonna be like,
The
okay,
point.
let me
The
just raise
point
my own
is
kid?
like
What are you doing there?
we were saying.
okay,
This is
Siswam, can I just help
Okay.
Shamsi there?
Ukutle is speaking.
Shamsi
Go on,
Mtasekaya,
Andy.
what you're saying on paper, it sounds very nice, but in reality, we specifically as black people, we can never run away from who we are. We know for a fact, Tukuti, when you live in a household and the head of the household, the father, the one that brings in the cash at the end of the month, is not your biological father, your mother, there are high chances that the mother will always favor the child that is biologically linked to the man that brings money in the house.
That is bad
You know what,
Thank you.
parenting.
guys? Mina, I
That is
hear you
bad
and all that,
parenting.
but the reason why I will never agree with what you are saying, Star, is because Mina, I know live examples.
I'll take, for instance, with my mom, there's my father, ne? My mom was raised by a single mother. And my mother, there's like about 8 of them. Amongst her and her siblings, it's 8 of them. From the firstborn right down to the lastborn, nobody does not have at least an honors degree. From my mother's side, raised by this single mother. My father's side, my father grew up in a 2-parent household. And like there's some who made, and there's 5 of them. Some made it, some did not. Some are still a problem even today. There's one who's still a problem today who still hasn't made it past a certain level of education. But there's nobody from my father's side that I can say has reached honors level and degree. So what I'm trying to say is, Mina, personally, I will not hear what you are saying. I won't hear it because I didn't grow up around something like that. I didn't get to see it. I was not exposed to it. What I was exposed to is there's a single woman who put all 8 of her kids through to varsity.
Yes.
And then there's this 2-parent household on the other side where there's just my father and his brother who made it past a high school, and the rest nothing from this 2-parent household. So what you're saying to me is rubbish.
But Kanya, wait,
don't use that language.
It's not right, guys.
Can I have a chance, guys? So the same story that you were saying, Kanya. My friend who's a counselor right now, his uncle took them to school. His uncle, about 15 of them, because of him, they are working quite nice today. So the story can vary from gender to gender. So my point here is that if we are going to take one story and then try to generalize everything, we are going to end up in problems.
But that's what you guys are doing.
But you guys,
That's what
wait,
you
guys.
trying to do.
Kanya,
You want
please
us to
hold.
base the
Kanya,
whole
you
world on Soweto, man.
you see, this is what you are doing. I was very specific. I said I'm going to talk about where I come from. I was very specific.
But we come from the same place,
Yeah, but you guys, you need to give me a chance to speak, though. So my point here is very simple. If you guys think what we are saying here is wrong, I know that Ancient likes to keep topics for two or more days. I employ everyone to go and read up on this thing. If you think we are lying, go and read up on this thing, and then
Can I
tomorrow
say something, Moqed?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Um, so tomorrow we can have a better understanding of this topic, because you guys think we are sucking this thing, and we are just saying it because we are men. Well, you guys think
No, I
that we are
don't
just
think that. I think you're blindly following the statistics that you're reading. That's it.
So okay. So are you saying, by you saying that, are you saying that we shouldn't take things that were studied and proven? Is that what you're saying to
The
us?
thing is,
Proven
the
by
school
who?
saying,
Yeah, but
he's
wait,
saying
guys.
that we
Mina,
have
nobody who
experience.
does stats comes to me and asks me, and nobody who does statistics have ever come and approached me. So I
Exactly.
can't.
So they have to come to you
I can
directly,
never-
Kanya.
I
Are you saying they
need-
must come
I
to you
need-
Because
directly?
they don't know
How are they
everybody's
getting
Wait, guys,
situation,
wait.
sir.
Are you saying studies? Wait,
I need
guys.
proof
Are you
that
saying
they
when
do
we
this.
do a
I
study? Wait,
need-
Kanya. Are you saying when a study is being done, they have to go to every household and
Then
then
how
say,
are they
Kanya,
getting their
wait,
information?
I need
wait.
proof that
So this is
these
how studies are
studies
done.
and
Okay, let's go here.
approaches
So this is how
Mina,
studies are done. Normally, this is how studies are done. They will take a group of people. This is how studies are done. They take a large number of people, and they separate the number. They have, maybe let's say they have about 50 this side, 50 this side, and then
They
they
put
do this.
mice in a cage.
It's whether, if you want to phrase it like that, it's fine. It's okay. If you want to put
No,
it like
but
that, it's
honestly,
okay.
guys,
It's
we are
fine.
not.
If you want to put it like that, it's okay. If you want to say it like that, it's fine. No problem. But
No, but we are talking about proof, about
oh my
things that
Nobody
we
from
know.
SA has ever approached me. Thus,
guys,
I will not believe.
guys. So okay,
everything
let me
you
ask
say
you guys.
is
So let me ask you, Kanya. Again.
I need
So
evidence that
if
this is
Kanya,
done on actual human beings.
Kanya,
Doesn't mean that somebody else
so
wasn't
if they
proven.
say, if they come up with a stat that they say South Africa is the second or the third most drinking country in the world, did they come to you and ask you, do you drink?
That statistic at least is coming from the fact.
Oh, it changes now.
Or no, that comes from the sales that they make so they can see how much alcohol they sell.
I mean,
With
guys are
children
proving it
and
right.
parents,
always
they're not
come
going
from
through
somewhere.
a system.
Guys, he's trapping you. Say no.
Trapping anyone, Bubbles. I'm not trying to trap people here.
I know that now. Hey,
But
this
unless,
guy.
Bubbles, I am not trying to.
somebody
Bubbles,
approaches me,
Bubbles,
eh?
you need to understand something, guys. We are not only speaking to ourselves here. There's 22 other people that are listening. So why would I
Yeah.
come and want to trap you? You need to
Because
understand.
you
Listen
wanted,
to
yeah,
me.
you want them to say
But that's what
yes, and then
you
you're like, you
organize.
see,
I'm not
we
saying,
didn't come
look,
to your house, and then you are proven right. But Fetu,
wait,
kind
listen.
say no.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. These stats that we are talking about, most of them, the ones that you use sometimes, even the one that Shamsi brought up of
Angisebenzisi
divorce,
kwasethu mina
the one that Shamsi brought up of divorce.
angisibolelwa
Wait,
isihlahla.
wait, wait, wait. Shamsi came up with a stat for divorce. No one refuted that stat. You guys were silent.
What about
Because
divorce?
divorces are something
There's a
that's
Wait.
actually
difference. We were
recorded, sir.
listening.
Yeah, you did not
Divorces are
say no.
something that's
Stat
actually
is
recorded.
wait. No one here said that stat is wrong. Where is it from?
Because as
Who is
Yeah, but that
divorcing
is
asazi.
recorded.
wait. So yeah, well, you
As
see, you are missing the
divorcing
point.
asazi.
You are missing the point. The
But
point that
Fasta, you're
the
not
study.
being realistic because the divorce
No.
stats are registered.
So listen,
Exactly
this is
what
what
I'm
I'm trying
trying
to
to say,
show
but
you.
he's not
This
hearing
is what
me.
I'm trying to show you. Just because maybe you are not aware of something doesn't mean it's not there. All you have to
Okay,
do
it
just
can
find
be
out
My thing
about
is,
it.
registered
we're
on
not saying you
paper.
guys are lying, but what you're
Oh,
saying when
Can
you
I?
wanna make it seem like it's everybody's reality. That's the
oh, okay.
problem. And
Okay,
you
no
wanna
I'm
make
saying
it
problem.
that
seem
I'm
good
not
if a
saying you
person
are
comes from
lying,
a
but I'm
single.
saying I don't take
He's
everything.
not making it general or saying it to like you guys, but
But guys,
specifically,
you would
this is the only
maybe if
way.
you let
No,
us
he's
Did
not.
you
speak,
hear
you
him
would
how he
understand
put
what we're
it,
trying to say.
Maragota,
But the
wena
thing is, you're not
ubuhlangwa.
letting us
Okay, I'm
speak.
telling you, Aloba, he's not putting it that
Maybe
way.
if you let me speak, you'd actually understand what I actually meant when I was saying in the states. Maybe if I was allowed to speak, Benizanese. Now, what I'm saying about the stats thing, personally, again, I will say I don't believe everything I see on stats because, first of all, the divorce thing, I can take it because divorces are registered physically. But when it comes to single and double parent households, I can.
Yeah, Kanya is tot.
Ngithule na, ngithule uzoyiqedela le
I
point.
was tot.
Uzoyiqeda ipoint yami na Star Nyolala. Okay, ngiyabuza ke. Now, what I was saying is, when it comes to this two-parent household or single-parent household, a lot of the time, a person can be raised by two parents on paper. A lot of the time, a person can be raised by a single parent on paper, but that might not necessarily what's happening within the household.
Yes.
So Stats SA doesn't know what's actually happening inside my household. So that is why I will not take Stats SA telling me about single or two parent households. Because at the end of the day, I could have a person in Khalisana Naye, my husband, or like I can be with the father of my children, but still we are not registered at Home Affairs and this person is not on my child's birth certificate, but we are both raising this child. That can happen. So things like that are not registered. And so that's why I need to know where these stats are coming from and who are these stats going to ask. Because me, they've never asked me, Gucci Mina is my who am I raising my child with?
Yes.
How do they know who I'm raising my child with when I
It's a
didn't
logo.
say it to them?
You're making it about you right now because
No, I'm not just
the
saying
problem.
I'm
The
telling
problem
you.
is that when you
But
think
you're
they're not
not letting
asking
me
you,
finish
you
again. But
think,
anyway, again.
Okay, Vanessa joined.
hey,
Vanessa wanted to say something.
Hey guys, the thing with stats, for people who got here while I was out, hi, stats guys are not accurate, and I'm saying this out of something that I know for a fact. They did a census, I think, 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. My house, there was nobody who did a census. Yeah, I wasn't home. One of the ladies is a friend of mine. She called me, but I wasn't here to do anything related to census. You understand? And when I asked my neighbors, I think two of them mentioned that they were also working. They were told that somebody was here to do their census, but they didn't do it. Simple example. And this is something where they go house to house. But I'm telling you now that I can pinpoint a few people around my area alone who have indeed said, no, they did come, but I didn't do it or I wasn't around. So if something like that, where people go to each and every house to try and find out how many people stay in that house or whatever the case might be, how many of those are accurate and how many of these aren't? You understand? So we can't now say that all stats are correct. That is incorrect, guys. It's incorrect because the same thing that you guys are mentioning, that single parent households, those kids are dysfunctional or they don't succeed or they don't amount to anything in the long run. I can still also point out a number of people who were used as examples while we were growing up to say, okay, Banbani, their mother sells that homemade brew. Latseba mqombothi. Their mother sells that, but that child still proceeded to go to university or wherever, and they became something and they made something of themselves. You understand, irrespective of where they come from. So
At the same time,
what
they can also like
Oguhle, I'm talking. Whoa, Oguhle, I am talking. So you can't now say all of these things are correct. I mean, everything we read on the internet, yes, some of them might be correct, some might sound correct, but we also need to be aware of the fact that in most cases, whenever they're doing a stats, it's a hypothesis. And when they do a hypothesis, they don't really test everything. They estimate, they test, okay, we'll take 1,000 people or we'll take 100,000 people. And how many people do we have in the world? Billion. From that 100,000 people, the figure they will get, they will compare and say, okay, so we got 2% of this from this 100,000 people, meaning amongst the billion people that we have in this world, this is roughly how much the figure would be. 60 million will then be the answer that is equivalent to certain dysfunctions or certain functions. So how's that accurate?
Not at all. Yeah, no. 5 stars gone. And he caused all this ruckus. Silence? Anybody? Somebody?
Looks like everybody's going.
He's running away.
I wonder what's going on. Why are we scaring people away because of stats?
It's you know, when I come, I'll come in throwing punches, guns blazing.
Why is everyone running because of stats?
And we moved so far away off topic. It's
We moved
unreal.
very far away from topic, like so far away. Anyway, we will continue this conversation. The board, I'll bring it up. Perhaps I'll bring it up on Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'll put this very topic up on the board, this issue of single parenting, and I don't know whether it's double parenting or both parenting, whatever it's called, I'll find out. But let's
Co-parenting, single parenting, co-parenting, and two-headed household.
Isn't co-parenting a thing of you and I have a child, but we're not living together, we're not together, but we are both looking after the child.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying single parenting, co-parenting, and
Independent households.
yeah, double king. What's the other one? When legacy.
Yeah, I'll find out the term. I'll get it right tomorrow. I think I'm gonna put it up on the board. Let's dissect it and also I would like people who were raised in either of these, to also share their experiences so that we can get to the end of it. Because this whole assumption of being raised by one parent, this happens, or two parents, that happens. We understand stats, but I also want to speak facts. Let people who have experienced it. I, for one, I was raised by my both parents, and I also know people who were not, right? And I don't think they've turned out any less than I have. Yes,
Yeah.
I have my shortcomings, and one might actually credit that shortcoming to because the fact that I was raised in both parents, maybe because I may be so indecisive, for example, because sometimes I realized that my mom wouldn't make a decision until my dad comes, or my dad wouldn't make until my mom comes. There was always this delay, so it probably crept into me, and I delayed to make decisions because I just want some sort of confirmation of validation from my partner. Now that's it. That's not such a good thing. But in a single parent, you decide. You don't have to wait for another person. So that also might be. You might also find out as somebody who, I'm just giving that example. It doesn't mean I have that character flaw. You might also find somebody who was raised in a single parent household, and you feel that, you know what, these people, they're so spontaneous. They want to do something, they do it. They don't. You are trying to catch up with them because they are always went to do something. They always went to do something, and you're always trying to catch up. Like, why didn't you talk this with me? But that's how they want to do it. Are you going to find out a weakness? So I want people to come and have their real life experiences so that we just avoid these assumptions and pointing of fingers and trying to sound clever. If you want to go get your stats, please let's get it. If you want to go do your research as Star had requested, let's do research and come tomorrow, speak facts for 4 hours. But
Hello, hi, how are you?
Hi, Sia.
as always, Baba, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Good,
I
nice,
saw you
nice.
say you have a submission.
Just one, guys. Just one. As you are saying, this thing about an experience, you're taking me back to my personal experience. In short, recently found out who my dad is. Met him, stayed with the grandmother, my grandmother, his mother. What I learned then, I've got both my parents here, my now then stepdad, but I never knew. I grew up, I never knew until I was told. But towards the end, I then realized something is up. I couldn't point a finger at it, but anyway. Now, just in closing, now I have a backstory. When it comes to whether you raise the child with or without the father and so on and stuff like that, the one biggest challenge that I found is that I only got to know myself when I knew the other side of the family. Because there are things I am able to do that no one in this house can account for or understand how we got here. And I'm going to make a simple example. Let me just make a simple example. I am not a fan of water. I don't drink water. I can go months without drinking water. And I had a conversation with my seed, the biological father. And we were talking about this water issue in passing. I'm like, me and water, I don't drink water. And he was in disbelief. And he quickly said, Ish, you need to start drinking water before it is too late. It might be too late. So for me, if maybe he was there, he would have known that this boy is not going to drink. I need to find a way to make him drink water, or let him know in time before this happens, that happened to me or siblings or whatever the case may be. So for one, regardless of the result of single parent, double parent, what, there is a biological background, whether it is you laughing, how you sign, how you react, whatever. There is this biological footprint you cannot remove from yourself, which is a resultant of how you're going to turn out. Regardless of your parents being there or not, you are as natural as the two people that made you, half and half. Hi
again. Sia, I agree with you, ne? And I think this is the first time we agree on something. I've noticed something with my little man, and I'm very observant when it comes to him, right? The things he does so many things, and from when he was still an infant, that his father does, like the way they would twist their lips or the way they would squint their eyes, and another thing, they look a lot alike. So it's almost like, why are you doing what your dad always does? And I even made him aware that, have you noticed that he does this and that? And they would do it at the same time. He'll be holding him, playing with him, and I'd see them, oh, okay, they're doing this together. It's almost like they've got a twitch in their lip that they do, and they can't control, even the way they laugh. And at first, somebody would be like, no, but why is your child doing that? Have you seen a doctor for that? I'm like, no, that's his dad always does that. And only when I show a person like a video of them doing it, it's like, oh, wow, actually. But if he's alone, you think, is this like a default? Is he slightly, is there disability? Or you get what I mean? until you actually spend time with both of them and see them. And his character, when you're saying half is from one family and the other half is from the other, his habits, they're things that he does exactly the way my mother used to do them. Exactly. And I'd look at him like, why don't you have a bit of me in you? It's your father and my mother. Where's me in that? You get what I mean? I agree with you. We have a part of the other side's family within us.
So there, I think as you say, you'd have to be observant to certain things. I can't stress enough this thing of background when you enter relationships. They just, especially when there is a child involved, and you wouldn't have understood that as well if, let's say for an example, it was a smash and go, and here you are left with a child, he's not around, and you might have taken that advice of, let me seek counsel and so that I can understand why the child does this. In fact, you'd might have confused the child even more. But once we have a true understanding of a biological footprint, the conversation then becomes totally different when we talk about dysfunctional homes. When I say dysfunctional homes, I mean there's one parent raising and you're trying to co-parent and whatever. For the lack of better word, I'm going to use that word, lack of better word, or single parenting. But honestly speaking, Vanessa, that is just an observation, guys. I'm not trying to be mean and say this but if we then understand that two characters, two different, I'd miss the
If I can just add on to that as well, you and Vanessa definitely hitting the nail on the head, and that's a proven, right? I mean, if we not even talking about like normal homes, but in terms of, if we don't look very far, there's this whole thing like with what's it, Bester and the Beauty and the Bester. And I don't really mention the names, but if you look at that background there of how that person turned out, and he was a product of what happened to his mom, you know what I'm saying? And yet he played out the exact same habit kind of thing. So you definitely, the product that you are, you definitely do carry those traits with you.
But
Hey,
then again,
he can't carry all of those traits.
then again, then the conversation can be had about choices and so on. That is now a different conversation of, I get it. I don't know what happened with Bester, but I think that something happened to the mother in line of what he did to other girls. So that was done by their father.
Yes.
And I'd be contradicting myself if I say that he had it in him, it came from the father, not necessarily by observing or anything like that, but by simply being a biological footprint, right? And I'd be contradicting myself if I say it's not from him. However, we are then exposed to learning. So for an example, let me make an example. With me, on my stepfather's side, no one works with their hands. They are all teachers. All of them, they're all teachers. All of them, children, whatever, they don't work with their hands. I'm the only person that does that. Now, we have choices, right? And when I say legacy, we have choices. I was fortunate to have a person that would try and guide me towards books, and I actually got an education. However, the default setting today, my hand is broken, but I still use the very same hand that is broken to farm, to you name it. you to fix engines, the very same one that broke again, I default back to setting. However, there is then a situation where you then have choices to make. So for now, I now need to go back to the drawing board and say I can't use my hand the way I used to before. I need to use it better. So there are choices to make regardless of that footprint that we need to do so that the next product is a bit different. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, because if we can't say now because Thabo Beste's dad did this, Thabo's dad did this, now Thabo needs to make better choices so his child does not make the grandfather's decision. You get what I'm trying to say, Legacy?
Absolutely. I mean, I think if we like even watch, these documentaries and things like that, we, especially like adopted kids and things like that, or when you have insemination done and things like that, they want to kind of know the background and the psyche of the person, of the parent, the biological
Spot on.
parent, because
Spot
it
on.
definitely has an influence.
You are spot on. You are bringing this conversation to life now. Doctors would not sit there and have a checklist of height, sports abilities, personalities, character. Are you an introvert? And then when a person comes to pick out possible, it's not that will happen 100%. Things do change, but I think there was a specific reasoning to that kind of checklist. Do you understand? Spot on, Legacy. Spot
Yeah.
on.
Unique, hello.
About this whole thing is that a person will come from a double-headed household, and there's a mom, there's a dad. One parent is an engineer, the other is a doctor, and then that child fails in class. It's so twisted. Like, you've got overachieving parents, and then that child can't even, no matter how hard they try,
Yeah.
they just
Double-edged
can't.
sword, yeah.
It's so strange, and it's so weird and sad that or a child will come from a family of delinquents
And be a
and
bright spark.
lalela. Yay. And they will surprise you. What? This one that comes from the mother never even finished high school. The father left school at standard 2. What the hell? And then the
Yes.
child will be the first to graduate, get a doctorate, get this, and
For me,
so strange.
Vanessa, I think sometimes it then becomes with us, especially the fact that we don't have that natural checklist. There is a compatibility issue that within genes, and we find there are studies to this, and I'm not saying a disclaimer. What I've got no knowledge of what I'm about to say. It's an
No,
observation.
you're on the right track. It's just like people who get disabilities in limbs. You'll find that a certain gene, both the mother and father have it, and because of that, it caused the child to then have a specific ailment. I've got problems with breathing. I have short breath diagnosed. His dad had asthma, so he's asthmatic. He was born with it.
But it could have
I hear
been.
what you're saying.
It could have also been that the genes were like, there's part of the genes in the line, and you might find that in these overachieving parents that have doctorate and PhDs and whatever, you might find along their lineage, someone was not that smart, someone was a dunderhead. But because we are evolving, as much as you having short breath and the dad having asthmatic, the child could evolve and not even have problems like you guys do. And it sometimes two
two of the same genes are, compatible. Sometimes they work together, sometimes they don't. Like biology is a very different, it's a very complex thing. But what I'm trying to say to you is at the end of the day, it boils down to, regardless of the single parenting, we then advise for ease that try not to break up so that this child can have a whole understanding of his capability, so you can understand who you're dealing with. Because there are certain things that I would do or say, and my stepfather would be like, I'm out of my, I don't know how to respond to you. But one thing that I love about him is the foundational support he has. So for an example, I come up with a big idea, something he doesn't understand. Apps, how to integrate apps with and this and that. And then he would be like, and I'd write this whole thing down and code it. You know what he would do? He'd literally sit down and scan through it. If he picks up something he feels like is a mistake and he says, this C++ or this 1001, I don't think it should be like this. He doesn't understand what he's doing, but he would always give his all into showing basic and fundamental support. That is the difference between him and my mother. Anyway, good night, guys. Maybe I'll join the panel tomorrow and continue having this conversation.
And you must bring me gifts tomorrow and get cool access. You must bring me gifts.
Okay.
Guys, we must get the 0 to 100 tomorrow. It's my birthday.
It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Guys, I'm also out.
Yeah, I'm drowsy as well.
Yeah, I know. Ancient, thank you so much once again. It was awesome. Everyone else, have a wonderful Monday. Vanessa, wake up to a beautiful start of the day, and we'll catch you in the day.
I have to be up early and prepare somebody for school, so
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the joys, the
It
joys.
would be nice. It would be nice to sleep in on my birthday and just have
Oh,
somebody do all of that for me.
it will come true one day.
Ah, yo, but he's at work. If he wasn't at work, he was gonna do it. But hey, let the man bring the cheese home.
Exactly. Good night,
Well, the
everyone.
man is
Ancient, are you
taking
there?
everything. Night,
Yes, I'm here,
ancient.
guys. Good
Oh,
night.
there we go.
So
Yeah, we're doing it
ancient,
again tomorrow, guys.
ancient.
Yeah, bro.
So it's single parents, right? Mother or father.
Okay. Yeah, tomorrow.
And then, or should we rather just talk on WhatsApp quickly?
Maybe late. Maybe tomorrow. How about in the morning during
No,
the day?
I'm just gonna send you a text with the. Okay, I'll send you a text. You don't have to respond because I'm also sleeping now.
All right, no problem.
Okay, nice night, it's hard.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Legacy and Asante.
Bobby,
Thank you. Vanessa, you left. Thank you, guys. Let's say
thank
good
you.
night.
Good night.
Cheers, man.